Thank you, one man, and then my regards to everyone on the platform. And I wish everyone well. You know, of course, I've always said it that if this, we always make the obedience and the Igbo generally happy about winning these polls. And then let's give it to them. Let's give them that flower. And then in February, you know, Nigerians will elect the real president by then. Uh, if wishes were horses, of course, I shouldn't say much about that. But when their own brother called them fleeting frenzy mob, this is what he means because it's more or less like an hallucination. This, vapid, obscure obfuscation every time about electoral system in Nigeria or the what is happening. People keep saying they are on ground, they are on ground. Are we in the moon? Are we in the sky? Don't we have families in Nigeria? Don't we connect to Nigeria? Do they actually know how connected most of us are to Nigeria? Not just by saying or by data. A lot of our family members are running in this election. They've been running several elections at the highest level of this, at state level and at the federal level. So when they keep coming back with all these kind of mundane, numbers, and that's why I say, having to go back and forth because it defies almost every logical, conclusion or analysis for you to even listen to people. Probably then you have to question yourself: are these people actually starting their politics 2 months ago or 3 months ago? And they want to dictate or they want to tell us how Nigeria politics is going to be run in the next 2 months or 3 months? And like I've always said it, it's like a deja vu, like Nigeria all of a sudden we just become an Eldorado of an egalitarian society that somebody from a minority group in Nigeria will just come and sweep the whole country. And a national party that has a president with 22 governors, with 22 or 20 state structures. Okay, they gave Atiku the whole of the north. They gave their own man the whole of South Central and the south and southeast, and then they said they're going to be dragging the whole of southwest is based with him. One man, a political party that has a sitting president, federal legislators, and states and governors. So basically, if you look at this, if you look at this charade, where is the path for APC? They basically close all paths, right? If I get it clearly, the way you've just mentioned. And I've always said it over here. I've challenged almost all of them over here. I've challenged them more than 10 times. If you are so confident, because I don't want to be talking too much, because it's like you are debating with baby politicians, with amateurs, folks who are just who are just cutting their political teeth. Maybe 2 months ago when Peter Obi moved to Labour Party. No. If you are actually very confident that this man is going to win, put your chest out and let's do it now. Because we know, I don't know how you guys think, but I can tell. If Peter Obi win any state out of Southeast, it's a miracle for him. If he wins any state out of Southeast, it will be the miracle of the year. So I don't want to even go back and forth.
Are you saying win outrightly or score a decent? Do you mean
if he has an additional state, right? I want to give him. I've always said it because I want to give him that is Igbo land, that if place. He has an additional state, I'm giving him that. But outside of that Southeast, if he wins any state, his surest place, the most almost 100%, he could probably do better out of that is Southeast enclave will probably be Edo State because of the frenzy of the Edo folks. That will not deliver Edo to him that he's going to win it. No, it's still going to be either APC or PDP winning Edo State at the end of the day. So, and I'm saying it now, if Peter Gregory Obi, they call him Okute, right? If he wins any state out of the 5 eastern states, that will be the miracle of the year. So we can't be going back and forth to people who does not even understand the dynamics of Nigeria politics. They stay abroad, they stay in Nigeria, they say you are calculating data in Lagos State. APC will struggle in Lagos, but Obi will not struggle in Anambra State. Atiku will struggle in his base, right? But Obi will not struggle in his own base. Tinubu will struggle. How is Obi going to win on those states? How is he going to win Ekiti State? Look at the election in Ekiti. Look at the election in Osun State. 2,000 votes, one man, 2,000 votes in Osun State. Almost similar in Ekiti, in Ogun State. These are, do they actually understand politics? Because they speak as if they are kindergarten kids. A national party that has 22 governors, and you are telling me that you just come from with a stroke of a pen or one thing will just happen all of a sudden. Then, bam, it will be a runoff. Bam, the guys in Aso Rock. Bam, it will just happen like that. You guys should wake up. Your brother told you, smell the coffee. Stop the unzobu politics. You guys say you're going to invoke Ogbugbaku on him.
But Mike, I have a question.
Who will say this? Atiku will struggle. The only place where Atiku will be struggling is where Obi is having the sway in the Southeast, because we already understand the fact that, look at what Ganduje said yesterday. The whole of Southeast vote, one man, the whole of Southeast vote, right, is equivalent of a local government in Kano State. A local government in Kano State. They gave PDP more than 95% of the votes in Anambra State in 2019. But Buhari made 33,000 votes in Anambra State. I think the highest he made in the whole of Southeast probably was maybe 60K, maybe in Enugu or thereabout. The whole of Southeast, he made 400,000 votes. Similar in 2015. But who is the president today? Who was the president in 2019? So when you are talking politics, right, and you want to be on the same level with these folks, it's like you are dragging yourself to the kindergarten level of kids, because they don't even know what politics is all about. Nigeria is not even America here.
It's called 140,000 in Imo, Buhari.
In Imo.
Yeah.
Okay, probably that'll probably be his highest, right? So look, one man, it's sometimes, even when you just don't want to speak, you just have to speak, because it doesn't make any sense. PDP is a national political party. Labour Party is in the news because of Peter Obi. Peter Obi is not special in any way. Peter Obi is in the news now because of his Igbo brothers behind him. Take away that Igbo brothers behind him, and he will be in the same category as Omoyele Sowore and Adewale Adebayo. So you cannot even compare Peter Obi and Kwankwaso when you are talking about electoral votes. Because at the end of the day, and I'm repeating it now, one man, I'm repeating it today, if Peter Obi scores, if he wins any state at all out of the Southeast, it will be the miracle of the century. And I can say it categorically. How does he want to win it? His state governor released an op-ed. When you read that op-ed, word for word, when you peruse through the words carefully, the guy did not mince a word. He did not insult him. He didn't say anything. But he was speaking.
I'm not sure if you are being fair. Peter Obi is quite popular in Benue. And if you look at Benue State, they've suffered very heavily under the curse of Fulani attacks. So they are heavily against that space. And they will see, and of course, under the Buhari administration as well, they suffered so excessively, and Plateau State as well. So there is that. So they have a lot of, and they are all agitated and awoken. And so they want to distance both from the Buhari space and the Fulani space, and they have a good complement. There's a good chance that Peter Obi could take Benue State. There is no reason why he should not, and all the permutations indicate that he might well do.
Okay, let me tell you this, one man. You say Benue State and what state again? Benue and...
Well, I said Benue especially, but the polling that was done, it gave Peter Obi Benue and Nasarawa.
Forget all those guys with their shambolic polls. But let's give him the poll, right? At least he should go home with something. Let's give him that poll. Now, when you look at Benue State, because when you're actually talking politics, you have to go to the nitty-gritty of politics itself. That politics 101. When you look at the structure, of course, I'm not giving Benue State to APC. The sitting governor, the incumbent governor in Benue State, is a PDP man that is running for a senatorial seat. He's going to the Senate. His deputy governor, I believe, is going to, he has maybe an ambition to. They have the 3 senatorial zones. They have APC and PDP, right? And the state is basically PDP and APC state. The governor, their gubernatorial candidates who the Labour Party's gubernatorial candidate in Benue State is just as unpopular. It's just like an honor person like the one in Rivers State. Somebody was on this platform at a point.
No. But, sorry, Enigmatic. What I'm saying to you is that, and you've been following all the headlines all the way through the Buhari administration, that they will go and ravage and savage the community. The governor will be on the space crying out, and Buhari will say that they should learn to get on with their neighbors. So they are fervently against APC in Benue State. I think I can say that. But then they've suffered heavily from the Fulanis as well, and Atiku is a Fulani man. So I'm not sure that they will go in his direction. So what other window is open to them?
No, listen, look at one man. Look at this. Of course, what you just painted is actually very accurate. Of course, but does it mean does it mean Peter Obi will win the presidential election in Benue State? I can tell you no. What will happen? Don't forget Benue State, and then what's his name? Otom is part of the G5, right? Otom is part of the G5. So Otom, I believe, he's having some issues, personal issues, now settles to score with Atiku. If they are not delivering their votes to APC in Benue State, to PDP in Benue State, they will make a deal. Because at the end of the day, these are politicians, and I'm telling you from the way an average Nigerian politician will reason. They will reason about the long shot of what could be in for them at the federal level. So when it comes to that, they know Obi will not be in the equation of Otom, of David Mark, of Abamoro, of all of them negotiating to handle him, to hand him the presidential slot from Benue State. No, they won't do that. The only place, and I keep saying it, forget all these variables. If Obi win any state out of those Southeast states, he has won the election. I mean, not that he has won the election, but in my mind, right, he has done the best that he could. There's no possible way for him. So this is not about conjecture. This is not about saying we are doing some data. Are you the only one doing data? Do you know the guys who are in Atiku's team running data for him too? Do you know those who are in APC running data? Do you know the strategies they actually even hire from this US that I'm aware of? Both Atiku and both PDP and APC. So when you are talking of politics, they are talking as if we've not had elections before, as if we've not had family members who are running election, as if we don't know what is happening on the ground, as if we are not Nigerians, as if the fact that we are in America or Canada or England means that we are just hanging. How would you tell me Southwest is a battleground? Are you in primary 1 or primary 2? What are you talking about? This is Niger politics.
That was what surprised me, that the Southwest is a battleground, and then the percentages that they were giving, because the sampling, what they did, Enigmatic, was to go around the they took 2 states from the 6 geopolitical spaces. So they took 6 states from they took 12 states from the 6 geopolitical phases. But then they left out the states that the presidential candidate or the states that the running mate is coming from. So they left all of those states out. and then picked 2 from the 6 geopolitical. So the states they landed upon in Southwest was Ogun and Oyo State. And what they presented us as statistics was that Tinubu had the lead in the Southwest, but he had 37 point something percent, with Obi a second, not by too much of a distance, with 24%. You know, but Obi has 94% in the south, in the southeast. But then that you can see and understand. But what really puzzled me somewhat is that because the way the Yorubas are, we can be a bit funny sometimes. So if they said Tinubu had 45 to 52%, you can still say that. But to say he had 37% and Obi had 24%, that did not quite rhyme with rhythm.
One man.
Yeah.
There's a higher percentage of undecided in the southwest.
Yes,
state
yes.
It was about 20%, was much higher. That's maybe the reason.
Yes, that's the caveat. Yes, that's
One
true.
man.
Yeah.
The biggest show, the biggest outing for P2B, right, in the Southwest is going to be in Lagos State. It's going to be in Lagos State, and if he makes 25% in Lagos State, he should be getting ready for the best Christmas of his life. That will be in Lagos State. So forget all this. We are doing data. We are doing calculator. We are talking to this. We are talking to that. You know, it's quite surprising that they want to protect and say, oh, by all means, Obi will come out more than 90% in Southeast, but they want to find every reason to believe in other region is going to be dragging the floor with them, and that's why I put it to them now. And I want anyone to challenge me on that. If Obi wins a state, only one state, his clearest path is Edo State, and he's not going to win Edo State. It's going to be either APC or PDP. He can. Even in Imo State and Ebonyi State, he will struggle in those 2 states, but he will win because Umahi and then Okoro and Uzodinma, they will give him some trouble over there. Forget the fact about we just want to give him to him. Let's give him all the states in the Southeast. They should not overplay. They should not overestimate the value of these are people who cannot even understand simple thing. Somebody said, I will recharge the lake today. It was all over the news. They don't even understand what that means. You know, people who want us to believe the person in Aso Rock now is a clone man, and you want to believe everything Hook like and stick out from them. So when you look at and they discuss politics, and then you'll be asking, when did you guys actually start following politics? Did you start from Obi's departure from PDP, or you've been running politics for over 10 years or 5 years? Because the way they speak, they speak as if they will just bring some figure and then things will just come out like, this is still Nigeria, one man. This is still Nigeria. The guy in Kenya, he scored more less than 0.1 point. How many points? He was like this with 11. But Obi is different because Obi is holding his own region. In South, Obi will not win any state in South. And South is the South and Southeast used to be the home of PDP. So the only person who will be having a bloody nose because of Obi's trajectory in the Southeast is only Atiku. So I'm saying it, and I'm here.
Enigmatic, are you saying this based on? I want to know what is based on. Is it based on sentiment or your opinion or facts?
How did you say yours? How did you?
I arrived at mine based on facts. That's why.
Okay. So I respect you for that. The way I arrived at mine is because I know how politics works in Nigeria. And
so permutation.
Obi will not come with a magic wand.
So permutation.
No, you know.
So you're permutating. That's what you're saying, right?
This is not a permutation. This is a reality. It's a realistic fact that I'm telling you, fact and specifics. So forget about that hallucination. You all can hallucinate from now till 1799. Obi will not go beyond Southeast.
All right, gentlemen, give me a short window just to do some administrative stuff. To anybody that's new to the platform, welcome. We do this every day. This is an earlier session for us. We started this session around about 6 something p.m. UK time, only for the reason that we wanted to react live to the article interaction with Kadira Ahmed, which was on the candidates. So we reacted to Peter Obi yesterday, and we wanted to react to article today. But unfortunately, as we launched off the program and we went to the platform that was meant to be streamed, only to see Kola Abiola then answering questions. It was only then in the course of the session that we found out that Atiku had bailed out just at the last minute, and Kola Abiola was a last-minute substitute. So we took a section from Kola Abiola, but then we decided to abandon that because it's not necessarily a contender for the elections. And the section that we did see, it wasn't really saying anything that was engaging or incisive. So we abandoned that. So we've happened now upon this narrative that we're having around Peter Obi's, not Peter Obi, around a polling that favors Peter Obi and somewhat Atiku, but tells us that Tinubu's what we imagine his traditional base would be is a battle zone. So that's the conversation that is going on. But if you are new to the platform, please do as you're seeing on the screen, click on like and share it, of course, and then subscribe. Over the last few days, we've been getting an increasing amount of viewership, and we want to propel that just as far as we can. So click on like and subscribe. We do this 9:45 p.m. UK time every single day, all the way to the election. So if you want to hear riveting conversations like you have been hearing, then make sure you're subscribed to the platform and click on the bell notification so that you know when we're on. But if you do know when we're on, 9:45 p.m. UK time. So back to you, Enigmatic, and you're not giving any veracity to this polling. Do you think this polling is somewhat colored, or should we take into consideration the people who actually commissioned and carried out the poll? Because we won't necessarily do that. Let me show you what I mean. Do you have a screen in front of you, Enigmatic?
I'll say this is money, one man. Don't waste your time about that.
For the benefit of the audience. So the poll was carried out by a company called The Next Tier. So it's and then nextier.com. thenextier.com. But I'm not even sharing the poll with you, Enigmatic. I want to share the company that carried out that poll with you, because I feel that this somewhat adds to how we are choosing to view it. So this is the company, The Next Tier, and this is also, so that's the company right there, The Next Tier. And then if you want to find out who they are, this is our people. So this is the composition of the people. And the leadership, Patrick Okigbo, Emeka something or the other, Dr. Ndubisi Nwokolo, Charles Ochodo. So it's essentially a Southeast-owned space. But who are their staff? Emeka Okafor, Ndidi Anyanwu, Victoria Amachi, David Bassi, Vivian Aruzu, Kenneth Madugu, Ida Chaba, Adeza, etc., etc. So on and on it goes. So does this, and you can see it on your screen, so please don't, so you can see them on your screen. It's at the tail end I did see a couple of Yoruba names. So this one Samuel Olajobi, and then I saw Folake Eniton, and then something Akanbi. So out of a 25-man team, 22 of a particular hue, are we permutating this into how we are choosing to read this poll, Enigmatic?
Yeah, you can. You know why I actually want to even ignore these folks is because, you know, when you speak about this now, they will say, oh, he's a hater, he doesn't like Igbo and stuff like that. And I always want to, you know, go by example. If these same people by now 2022, and you believe that the Southeast, you know, part of Nigeria is still part of Nigeria at this time of the year, wouldn't you be surprised the way they were actually pulling in the same direction with Nnamdi Kanu the other time? There were every variables even when they come with, I believe they were coming with different polls. The guy was like a small Jesus Christ to them then. And that is what they are doing now, you know. And then, like I said, their brother is not wrong about calling it a fleeting frenzy, you know, because they are just up in the air with all this kind of, you know, hallucination almost every time. How many polls are the first poll that came out? I think they've had like 4 different polls now, 4 different polls, and the fringe party is always at the hands of the whole poll. And then when you go back to the back end of who are those actually behind that, you will see similar. But when you speak about it, they will say, "Oh, one man." Let's assume you see Oluwafemi, Ajande Koko, Tom Adedeji, and all those kind of stuff. Like I think there are almost 15 of them, and there's only one maybe Okechukwu among them. What do you think this obedience will be saying now? Just imagine what they will be saying. So when we are saying
they will say Tinubu Commission dates, that's what they would say. Yeah,
exactly. So that is the optics. So, but when you speak to it, they will say, "Oh, he hates Igbo. He's emotional." They can't take truth. You know, when you speak to them, you are emotional. When you speak truth to them, you don't like them. You are.
All right. Okay. Don't speak to them.
Can I interject 1 minute?
Speak to the data. I don't want us to personalize, but I'll let Mr. Ed have his interjection, the elegant Mr. Ed. Let's hear from you.
Now, I wanted to say that I think Angelica could ask a question earlier about this poll, particularly. I think the next year poll, whether they've done a similar poll in the past and what's their track record of history. I'm trying to search for that to see if I can find something on that. You know, so that's something still questionable for me if it is their first poll. But I went back, to check other polls that I think the NOI poll. I think they seem that they've been doing polls since I think 2011, and I'm just going through that poll right now. They did it 2011, 2015, and 2019. Their last polls have been accurate. They predicted NOI poll predicted in 2011 that Jonathan will win. They predicted in 2015 that Buhari will win, and they predicted also in 2019 that Buhari will win. So that NOI poll, I'm going to be watching out for that one to see exactly what that one is saying for the.
So these are different poll stars from the ones we're discussing, is it?
Yeah. That's a different one. So the NOI, I think they already released one some time ago. The NOI poll.
Where did they tilt towards in that one?
It was also OB. It was also OB as well.
Oh, all right.
So I think people dismiss it as well, but I think. But we'll wait. I think they're coming up with this. They already remember they came up with a 5 states for governors. They released that like a few weeks ago, and then I think they're about to release another one. That when they release the governor race, I think Lagos. Where was he again? Some other state I can't remember. Kano was one of them as well. And they were, but I think they were planning to, because they're already in the process of polling now. I think they're going to release the poll. I think in a couple of weeks, I believe. They will do a couple of series of that. But what I was interested in to kind of find out exactly, because I know they've been doing polls for a long time. I went back to their website to look for like, okay, where, what did they, how was their record, in 2011, 15, especially 2015, because, Jonathan was like, the incumbent then. So it would have been, silly to think that incumbent can lose election. But their last polling, I think 2 weeks before the election, they predicted, I think Buhari was leading by 2 points. At the time, but they had like a higher number of undecided, but they were predicted that it was a tight race, but Buhari was leading in 2015. And 2019, they predicted Buhari will win, but it was also a very tight race as well, because they had undecided, but it was also a little bit large. So that one seems to have a good track record, but I will watch out more for that one to see exactly what that one is saying as we go forward.
All right, thank you. Back to your Enigmatic. So, but you are not giving any veracity to this Enigmatic. You seem somewhat irritated by it, even the polls.
You are the one who is not opening the floor. I don't want to keep wasting my time with disobedience. If they're actually confident, let one of them step out and let's do it. But you don't allow. They are confident it's gonna win. Step out and let's put some.
Enigmatic, I've told you before on the Edo one. I don't know why you're running.
I'm not running.
One man is just whining. One man know what's gonna happen. That's why he's just.
He's gonna win. One
man doesn't want me to chop your money. I understand, but don't worry.
It's not my money. I'm just trying to protect you guys because I know somebody will be left crying. Somebody will be left crying.
Obi will not win Edo State 1 grand. Obi will not win the next election 5 grand. If whoever has the floor, come on, let's do it. No,
No.
talk.
I'm not.
Are
I'm not
you
sure
ready,
that.
Des? Are you
I've
ready,
always
Des?
been-
I'm ready.
I've always been
I'm ready
ready.
to.
I've always been
I'm ready
ready.
to be the referee.
Okay,
I
are
mean,
you?
yeah.
No,
I'm
no.
ready.
Nice.
Okay. Ajale Koko will hold the
Yeah.
bets. There
Yeah.
it is.
I will hold the
Okay.
bet if you guys
Okay.
are ready.
But
You are
but but,
doing
keep- but keep it on a friendly. Ajale Koko, do we want to?
Let's
Do you
talk.
want to have them?
I
Look
will
at
give you.
Let's talk to Ajale Koko.
Let both of them agree on how much they want to bet on. So
Obi is not winning the election 5 grand. Obi is not winning Edo State 1 grand.
Edo State. We are talking about Edo 1 grand, right?
And then he's not going to win the main election.
Okay,
5.
let's go to Edo
No,
first.
you guys
then...
be clear of what you are betting on.
No,
Yeah,
Is it winning Edo? Is it winning the election?
Edo. I'm betting on Edo. That's what I'm betting on. I'm not
okay,
talking about the
Enigmatic,
election.
you ready to bet with him that
Yes, I'm taking that Edo first. Then whoever
Okay.
is ready because they are having, I'm tired of all this small talk. He's not winning the next election.
Look at that. So people that have never super chatted once, they are betting 5 grand. Ajale Koko is
I will be one man to pay
I have to put myself into the deal now. All these audio millionaires.
Yes.
Enigmatic is serious. Enigmatic is not playing, no. So, the Bama send it. See, I can't
Enigmatic, let's get it.
For both
Maybe
of you.
500. Maybe you can afford 500. Let's do 500.
No, you said 1,000. You are the one that said 1,000. Why are you cutting it back
Okay,
now?
1,000 is
Everything
fine. No,
by
I'm just pitying Enigmatic.
You don't
Now
dey fear.
for you.
No be you they say 1,000
be
before.
fear.
When they cut them back,
Ajale
small
Koko, no
you
be
go cut
fear.
down to $50.
No be fair. Even if he wants Enigmatic, even if he wants 5,000 on the Edo, I go bet him. That one no be problem.
Oh yeah, if you want to bet, okay. Do you guys want to bet? I will
Yes,
send you.
How about Enigmatic?
Are you both on my? I know you are. Des, are you on my Instagram?
No, I'm not.
All right. So how do you want to do this?
It's
It's not something I encourage, by the way. I'm not for betting, but you've been pushing it for so long. Then we let it go. We let it ride.
So, Ajale Koko, you have Cash App, right?
Yes.
Okay, you're gonna do it on Cash App. Send you 1,000 on Cash App.
All right, Enigmatic, you ready to?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Cash App.
Put your details. And now you've done it. Now we are going to hold you to it. Now you've done it. You're going to do it. Put your Cash App in the private chat, Ajale Koko, and then tell us when you hear the pings. But somebody will drop off the screen soon. No, they'll say somebody will lose connection soon. No? Somebody will lose connection soon. My battery was low and my laptop is somebody will lose connection
my
soon.
God.
Somebody will lose connection soon.
Let's just leave them alone, man.
Just end the noise. You see?
Take the bet now. What is happening?
I don't know what's going
If
on.
we had not called their bluffs, they would have been coming every day to say, okay, let's make it 10,000. Let's make it 10,000. You see?
But what is stopping the bet right now then?
I don't know what is
I
stopping
I don't
the
know.
bet, to be
No,
honest.
they're trying to negotiate down, and then
No,
they're
they shouldn't negotiate. It's
nothing.
1,000 now.
I'm
Let
not-
them put it down.
We have already said 1,000.
Already said
Hold on.
1,000 now. Agreed.
Hold on. Let me clarify something just to put these guys on the spot. Mr. Ed, they're going to negotiate down, and then one of them will say, "Oh, they don't have the thing to send the money."
But it hasn't happened yet,
Hold on.
has
And
it?
then another one will say, I don't. I'll do it tomorrow." And then before you know it,
Enigmatic. Once I see your Cash App, Enigmatic. Once I see your Cash App now, what you're gonna see is 1,000, and I want you to confirm that.
All right, Ajale Koko, put your
Ajale
Cash App in
Koko.
the private chat, and then
Okay.
look at that. You see,
All right.
Let's do it. Enigmatic. Make sure you do it now.
no sympathy
don't
from me, because I tried to stop you guys, but you pushed
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, but I pushed it.
All right, my son.
All right. Okay. So now it looks as though we have now turned to Niger Bet because Bedoman now joins in. It says, I'll take you on Obi winning outside the Southwest for 5K.
Hey,
Not to tell at one man. Don't say at one man. No, I'm not the one betting. No,
one man. One man. What is your commission for this betting platform that you created?
I'm just saying these people they've never super chatted. I'm begging them to buy coffee now. They're
one man. Correction. This is 500,000 naira, not 5,000.
500,000. Is that 500,000? That's 5,000. No, that's
5,000. It's
5,000.
Is it naira or dollars?
No, I think it's dollars.
It's dollars.
Meadowman swims in the oceans. He has a yacht, so it's not.
Announcement, please. I'm looking for a cash app designer that will design a Obi bet for me for this.
Look at that.
Please come
people that have not super chatted once.
Please, anybody that is betting on this platform, the winner must pay 10% to one man.
Yes, tied and offering, of course. Tied and offering. USD.
Yes, go Nigeria. Pay your money before you go Nigeria.
This how cool down Edmatic now. Edmatic calm down.
I mean, as soon as I see the cash app now, I mean, I'll be online to forward it.
All right, people that cannot bet, they can buy me coffee and go and do that there. Since we are all hustling for the unbelievable. I never thought I would allow this, but I'm going to allow it because you guys have pushed it so hard. But whoever runs away, because let your connection not drop, because you look silly. We have, let me tell you, we've had over 2,000, going on 3,000 people that have interacted with the session. So you will look silly, but
you have to be telling Edmatic that one. No.
Look at that. Look at that. Don't worry. And like DOG rightly said, you know the house rules: 10% to the house, 10% to the house. But back to the okay. So Ajale Koko has now put it there. So now we wait to hear from Ajale Koko if his phone is pinging. So you still had the floor, and you were somewhat poo-pooing the data that just came through. So round off your thoughts on that space, and then give us a feel of the Naira, and then we take the conversation somewhere else.
One man, pass it to another person. Let me take care of this one.
All right. So is this really happening? Because I'm still seeing it as a joke. Ajale Koko, should we allow them to do this?
Let them do it. I mean, they've been
boasting about it long enough.
Yeah, they've been asking for this.
There's nothing wrong in doing that.
Let them do it, and the platform will get 10% out of it.
Yes, of course. There it is.
Gawama, don't be surprised from tomorrow. Other platform will start betting. No,
this is it now. You know, it's funny you say that. I'm having to delay putting out my notices out now because of plagiarism. It's just but there it is. It's all good fun. It's all good fun. There are 100 and something million Nigerians with data, so the field is big. There's plenty enough for everybody. So but there it is. So and that is to you, Elvis, from Niger Watch. I know you'll be doing it tomorrow, and the usual hangers on that come and steal ideas from here. So let me take the conversation then. That's just stumped me. I don't even know what to think or say anymore. All these people now turning us into even Baba Akure is saying let it happen. I mean, Baba Akure, you of all people, I didn't even know you approved of that sort of behavior. I thought you'd be telling us off that what are you people doing?
Because it has been an argument of back and forth, and this is not the first time. So, and nobody forced them to do that. They willingly want to do that. So we just have to.
So we will hold them hostage to it. Ajale Koko has to tell us that he has received 2 alerts on his phone of £1,000 each, or $1,000 each. So now you've put your and let that be a lesson to you.
Nothing yet.
Don't boast anymore. But I know you are under the cosh. under the cosh. But as we are waiting for, and we will insist on hearing that a lot because you forced us now to this space. But
engineer, you better not talk now. You don't respond. £1,000. Engineer go run away. No go do anything.
I know. No, engineer is a rich man. Don't worry about that. It says so. Let's do some super chats and then we go on to Tiger whilst we're waiting to hear the alerts from these two gentlemen. It says Okorocha is hated by all Igbos, and I don't see Igbos supporting him in any situation. The land he gave himself and his family is crazy. Now God go punish him. So I agree with that because Baba Akure and Ajande Koko especially, because you've been here for pretty much the start of the streamings. You remember when we used to go to Okorocha, when he was leaving Imo State, he was even taking knobs off doors and looting it. When Emeka Ehidioha went to raid his warehouse, they were finding doors that he had taken down and stored. He was taking street lightnings and storing it in his warehouse. Who ran? I thought, okay, no, it wasn't one of them because we are holding them hostage. So yes, thank you, Des, for that. So Okorocha, yes, God punish him. I wouldn't even say I disagree with that. So engineer, he says, hello, one man. How was Atiku? Hope he did well. Just got back from London for a wedding. So thank you for the super chat, engineer. But Atiku, like we are anticipating one of these two gentlemen, he bailed out at the last minute. So Atiku bailed out at the last minute. They ended up giving us Kola Abiola. We could not stomach it, and we decided to turn the session into a betting shop instead. So Yam heads on fire. So this is engineer mocking the going on. So thank you for the super chats, engineer. And as we wait to with all this money floating around, we want to see some of it in the Buy the Coffee. So let it head in that direction as well. Let's go to Tiger, who has not yet had the time to give us I think we've seen you from the office back home, haven't we, Tiger? Tiger, are you back home? Because I could hear your journey in the background as you were making your way back home. Tiger in the city. Tiger
has gone back to the bush.
All right. So let's come to you actually, D. We've not heard from you, D. So sorry. So let's come to you, D, then, and you give us a feel of your take on what has now led to all this betting. The poll that tells us that the Southwest is a battle zone.
For me, I think it's quite simple, and I don't even want to argue it. I think the election will actually tell us what it is at the end of the day, because Nigerian election is quite different. You can't put those are not factors that will determine who comes in and who comes out. And all these data that people are gathering in Lagos, I don't even know where they are getting it from. That's what I'm saying. I know some couple of people in Lagos that are young people that they are all for APC. And these are people that have been doing this politics. And for me, I'm an APC member even before I left Nigeria. I have my membership card. I still even have it till today. So I'm a registered member of APC. And I know on weekly basis.
And you fall with, TOG, you fall with very much within the youth demography.
Exactly. So, and I one thing I think most people of this obedience don't know is week in, week out, all this APC, PDP always have meeting in almost every local government area, every neighborhood. They have meetings where they gather in schools, in people's house, like a leader's house, where they have meeting and people come there.
Every ward.
In every ward, exactly, sir. In every ward. So it's funny to me, you think those people will just all of a sudden switch and go and vote for Obi. It won't happen like that. And secondly, if you look at the data they are even shouting about, there are some percentage that didn't say who they are going to vote for. You can go to somebody, you can come to me and I'll say, oh, it's Peter Obi. That doesn't mean because I said it's Peter Obi, you now want to put it down that, DOJ said Peter Obi, this person said Peter Obi. That doesn't mean election day I'm going to thumbprint for Peter Obi. It doesn't really count. And that's why I think in the Nigerian space, all this data doesn't count. And if you know, like Enigmatic was saying, and that's the way I say it too. Sometimes I think if you argue these things with the obedience, it's like you are wasting your time. And all you can just say is like you wonder if they know politics or they've been in politics. Me, I grew up in politics. I knew how these things work, you know. So it's hard for Peter Obi to just come like that. Labour Party, look at the election, like somebody said in Osun, and everywhere election has already held in state level. That should be an impact of this movement on this election, but we can't see it. It's not holding any ground. It's not even giving the candidate any heads up to say, oh, at least I will win. At least I will win because of this Peter Obi movement. Okay, people are not voting for Labour. So how do you think it will work? It's the same way it will work when it comes to election day. It will be the same way when you go to Osun to see election. It will be APC or PDP, and Labour will have maybe 2,000, 1,000 votes, 500 votes, and that's how it's going to be. Apart from the East, where the major votes for Obi will come from, with the sentiment of the tribal reason that we are talking about, people from Igbos, and still in the East itself, I can bet it, there will still be some people that will still vote APC and PDP, regardless of all this noise. And I think the noise, even the people shouting Lagos, 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 the few people, okay, even let's even use the NSAS as an example. We saw several people that were like carrying placard for NSAS and all that. Few weeks later, most of them were organizing seminars for Bola Tinubu, everything already. So that is what tells you how people switch, and people just look at, and politicians, people switch to what will pay them. You don't expect me to say that, okay, one man is going to win election, but because, at this time, people are saying, Peter Obi. Obviously, if I say there's one man that's going to win, and that's what will favor me, obviously, I will follow one man. It's easy, and that's the way it works. I don't know. Fine, I know Peter Obi is gaining some momentum. Fine, he will get some votes. But honestly, as we stand here today, is either going to be Tinubu or Atiku at the end of the day? He will just try and he will say...
All right, let's stay within that. Let's stay within that Lagos State space, DOG. And we were inviting, so there's 100%, of course, because when people throw percentages around, you think that there's more than 100%. So there is only a limit of 100%. So let's limit it to just the three main spaces. So in Lagos State, apply percentages to how you imagine the vote will go. Who gets what percent in Lagos? Atiku, Tinubu, and Peter Obi. Give them percentages in terms of Lagos.
I think Tinubu will get 50% of Lagos, honestly.
Really?
And I'm even saying 50% because of what is going on right now. He would have gotten more than that in Lagos. And I think the other 50 will be between Atiku and Obi and whoever else. But putting that to the theory, I think the 50 other part of the 50% will be shared between Atiku and Peter Obi. But obviously, you can't beat. It's hard. That was even all the senatorial seats in Lagos at some point was APC. So how you want to beat that down? Then I know some people in Lagos that they are young, they are youth, and they are all supporting Tinubu. And like, even if you look at even the demography of the people that I will call the Malians, they are all for Tinubu and they are youth too. And their numbers are more. And those are the ones that will even go out to vote. Most of all these Bota people that are shouting, young people shouting Tinubu now, even some of them, their parents won't allow them to go out to vote at the end of the day that day, you know. So for me, I don't see how in Lagos you will now beat Tinubu in Lagos State as the president. Maybe gubernatorial, he might not be 100% sure for APC when it comes to maybe the governorship and maybe, but when it comes to Lagos and Tinubu is contesting as president, there is no way, because if you look at, I'm talking about Mushin now, looking at Oshodi, all those them MC Olioma, all the moto, the drivers, the alatas, they are the ones dating all those people. All these people, they have meetings week in, week out, even before this election. You think they will now come and say, they are shouting Peter Obi, let's go. It won't happen. There are some people that is Tinubu sponsoring their kids in school. There are some people that is MC Ulemo sponsoring their kids in school. There are some people that their well-being, their living, their welfare is all livelihood is depending on all these guys. So they won't leave them and just go. That's why it's funny how people just come now these days and make us think, make it look as if we don't know what is happening in Nigeria.
Can I interject?
Hold on, let me land, please.
Sure.
You see, people, you live abroad. That's what I'm saying to someone earlier. Like, there are some things going on in Nigeria that people even abroad know better than you, that you are in Nigeria. That you just think you know. You just get the preamble of it. Some people know it all, and they are not even in Nigeria. Because everybody is away doesn't mean people away doesn't know what is going on. People have people on ground, well important people that gives them vital information. There are some things, even if Uncle Alexander comes, that you can't argue with. You can see it. He knows what he's talking about. So he's not. You just look stupid arguing some things. It doesn't worth it. I don't know whether some people just go into this politics or the momentum got some people in that realm to start arguing blindly. And I think most times the obedience, if they listen how people analyze things, they can even pick how they could gain more from what people are saying, but rather they will argue with you and want to put their own. And Eligbani has said it all, to be honest. Obi will win all the East. But if somebody says, Tinubu will win the Southwest, how? It's the battleground. Like now, we've done data, we've done the... Why? So it's just like somebody now arguing the East with you. But you will see most people talking about against Obi will tell you, okay, fine, now I will give East. That is being realistic. Let's be realistic here. Let's wake up. Let's wake up from wherever you people are sleeping on. I don't know what you guys are taking, but we need to wake up and see what is going on and study. If you don't know politics, go and study the election and how politics work. People are running meeting week in, week out. You think Tinubu is sitting down? He has a young son, Sheyi. He's gathered a lot of tech people working. They've gathered a lot of youth. There are a lot of youth working for them too. But because you people are shouting, fighting, quarreling with people, you think, if you go to Twitter, everybody is obedient. Those are not the people that will vote. Those are the people that are not even on ground that will vote, that is arguing there, So we need to wake up and let's be realistic with when we come up with all this data. So in Nigeria, all this data doesn't even work when it comes to election, And Moma just put up the people that even did the data. To me, I would have understand that if it was an independent body, but over almost 90% is Igbo. So what are you telling me? You expect me to believe that data? I won't believe that. Even if you bring a independent body and you bring that data to me, because I understand the terrain and I understand how the politics of Nigeria works, I won't still believe that will come in play when it comes to people coming out to vote. It doesn't work like that. So we need to wake up and be realistic with ourselves. Nobody hates Obi, but
just some random data that I've come across, and please don't hold me to this because I'm not holding myself to it. It's saying 73% of Lagos State is Yoruba, 73%.
100%, no doubt, man. Fine, there are loads of Igbos, but there can't be more Igbos in Lagos than Yoruba people, 100%. I've lived in Lagos, I've worked in Lagos. I know there are Igbos, but you can't still compare the numbers of Yorubas in Lagos to the Igbos. And the Igbos, where the Igbos are mostly based, is places close to like Ladipo markets because they want to stay close to where their shops are. Alaba. Those are the places that you will find majority of Igbos in Lagos. But the real Lagos people is all these Alimosho, Mushin, all those areas. Those are the proper Yoruba people. And all these people that vote in area, they have been ready. They are not newly registered voters. So they've had their own PVC already. So if you now factor in those ones that almost 75 or 80% of those people will even be voting for Tinubu, now think of the new registered voters. Like if somebody says we need to be realistic, you have to now see like, what is the guarantee you are thinking of the new registered voters are actually even going to vote for Obi? let's say half of them will be voting for Tinubu and half will be voting for Obi. And let's say people that has money that are ready to buy the vote will still buy half of what you have already. So we need to be realistic. And one thing I want the obedient to know again is in democracy, everybody has a choice. Because somebody is supporting somebody doesn't make them stupid. You can support whoever want to support. Just listen, be realistic, put your point through. Let them put their point through, but don't argue and make it look as if they are stupid and they are fool. They have the right to choose whoever they want to choose. It's simple.
All right. I think Mr. Ed wanted to push back a bit at what you said. Mr. Ed, did you want to come in?
Yeah, no, I didn't want to push back per se. You know, I think I heard, I heard the Mr. talked about, and I think when he was talking, he said like, you know, it said it would give Tinubu about 50% because of what is happening on the ground. I was wondering what he means by that. You know, what is happening on the ground? What do you mean?
I mean the obedient. Okay, they are newly registered voters. If not for some people are the momentum, the obedient, the noise, and everything. I would have probably give Tinubu probably even 70% of Lagos for this election because it would do everything possible.
Okay.
It would do everything possible. And you need to think about the market women that don't even see that they don't even listen to radio. Most of them don't even go on internet. Most of them still use 3310. Most of them don't use all these iPhones they don't even do all those things. They don't go on Instagram. They don't go on Twitter. They are just market people that goes to all this meeting I talk about, all this ward meeting. Every ward has a meeting every week in, week out. And it's all these people you find there, the market people, the trader, the association of pepper blenders, the association of pepper sellers, the association of yam sellers. They have all those associations and all these politicians support them. They go week in, week out, they see them, they go to their house to visit them. Even the politicians have meetings in their house once in a while every month. I know where Fulani lives. I know where all these people live. Even when Bola Tinubu went to Oyo State, it was wise. He went to Senator Rashid Ladoja because in Oyo State, Accord Party still has some seats in the House of Representatives in the state. So he knows if he supports him, even if PDP is trying, as the governor is PDP, if he's trying to come up with vote for Atiku, if Accord supports him, if you get vote from Accord and get the support, is a plus for him. So these people are wiser than all those things you are talking about. It's beyond. I don't know. That's why I understand where the man is going when he says some people talk about this politics as if they are babies, as if they don't even understand it. And Nigeria is so big. It's big than all these things you are saying. You know, it's bigger than all this data you are putting out. You know.
But so the second question I wanted to ask you also is about because I agree with you that yes, maybe the politicians has like a base, that they track over the years and they have a relationship with. But I think what I was wondering also is like I think we talked about it earlier that is about 7 million. I think Lagos the voter register now is up to about 7 million. And I think the previous elections, you've had up to about 1 million and maybe, just about 1 million that's been voting. Do you think like, the relationship that the traditional parties have had with these, people, has it been within that 1.5 million, or is it more, but you just haven't been coming out to vote in the last couple of years? Or what do you think, is happening there? Because I think the permutation that people are making also is that because if the voter turnout, gets really high, so new voters, not only new voters that are registered, but also voters that have voters card in the past, but they never found any reason to vote, for APC or PDP or whatever. But this time they may vote, maybe those are the people that maybe they are part of this whole polling that is happening right now. I think what you have to understand, I think we keep having this argument here, which I think is nonsensical. A poll doesn't say that that's what's going to happen on election day. All the poll is a snapshot in time. If I take a poll today,
no. A poll indicates what will happen. That's the whole purpose of it.
It's intention of what. Yes, it's intention, right? So
it's a reading of what will happen on election day.
Exactly.
So
what do you use polls for? What do you use polls for? You try to find out exactly where your strengths are, where your weaknesses are, where you need to put your resources, to try to, you know what I mean, pick up, Yeah, so that's what it's. So when we start having this argument about yes, no, they think because of this poll they're going to win or whatever. I think that's not the argument we should be having. I think the argument should be looking at the data, right, devoid of sentiment or whatever. Try to analyze it as educated people and see, hey, what
that's
are the
what
different?
we are doing.
That's
exactly what we are
but this
doing.
is all sentiments.
We are trying to analyze the data.
Can you have Ajale Coco check?
All right, Ajale Coco, are you there?
Hello, what's going on?
Yes, I think
Okay.
enigmatic. He may have sent his own.
Hold on.
What was Dex talking about though? On the private chat.
No, it's still in the process.
This guy is not playing,
there you are.
This guy sent $1,000. He's not playing, Enigmatic is not playing. Enigmatic.
So for the purposes of documenting, Ajale Coco has just reported back. So there's for the benefit of there was a conversation taking place, and people were so confident in what they were saying. They were bold enough to say, "I'm going to back my position with money," and then a bet. Sorry, who's that? And then a bet was then the result of that. It is between Enigmatic Hundu and Desmond. So they bet $1,000 that if Obi is going to win Edo State or not. So that's the bet. So correct me if I'm wrong. Is that our understanding of the bet?
Yeah, it's $1,000.
Yes. That's it. So they bet $1,000 if Obi will take Edo State or not. And we tried to stop them, but they were quite insistent. Then we said, we'll call your bluff, send in your money. So we've persuaded Ajale Coco to hold accounts, and we've then we've changed them down to insist then that you can't come here to be boasting every day. Put up or shut up. So put up or shut up, and then Ajale Coco sent a space for them to send the money. And Enigmatic Hundu, who is coming under Life is Good for today, he has now put forward his $1,000 to back his own predictions. So Enigmatic Hundu, Speak Nandu spoke and he has done. So we are waiting for this now.
My problem is I'm having an issue because I have limited amount on my Cash App. Is like I exceeded my limit. So Enigmatic, what I'm gonna do is, I don't know if you have an account number in Naira. I can times it maybe 750, and I will send you 750K. Is that okay?
No, that's wrong now. If you convert if you want to change Naira to dollar, it will be higher than that. Even dollar rate is more than that.
That's why I did 750. I think dollar now it's like.
Shall we just ask Ajale Coco to send Enigmatic's money back? What are you doing?
No.
Look at this.
No, it got to be in dollar. If it's not in dollar, then
okay. Enigmatic. Again, if you have Apple Pay, I think that would work. Because
it's not Enigmatic you're sending money to now. Ask Ajale Coco for Apple Pay, and you send it to Apple.
I've already asked him.
Talk to Ajale Coco.
I already sent him a private chat if he had Apple Pay.
I'm less concerned.
One man, I'm still waiting for DOG.
Oh, hold on. We'll get to that in one moment. But let's clarify if Des is able to send it or not, because you've been hammering this bet now for 3, 4, 5 days. So
yeah.
So
Despa sent all his money to Nigeria. If you remember, there was a section he was talking about.
Omar, you gotta understand. Cash App. I use Cash App a lot, and Cash App is I think 7,000 a week. So I've exceeded that amount, and so I don't know if Apple Pay is okay. If any Ajale Coco, Apple Pay can work.
Ajale Coco, do you have Apple Pay to take the bet? Oh, okay. I think
he's busy. Yeah, you can.
Ajale Coco may not have Apple Pay, but maybe he's trying to find out if he's able to receive it.
Yeah, I'm trying to do something to see if I can receive by Apple Pay. Sometimes my payment system that can take Apple Pay, sometimes it doesn't function well, sometimes it will work well, sometimes it doesn't work. So I'm trying to do something. I will get back with you now. Just give me some few minutes.
All right. All right. You see, you have to be careful what you say in public. You see, this is it. well, there it is. Enigmatic Condu has put it up. So the conversation between Mr. Ed and DOG.
Yeah, so the data, I get the data is just to see where your weak points are and all that, but still the way you people come and talk about the data as if that's what would determine and say what the result of the election is already, and the data can actually even change in a week's time, you know. So that's why in Nigeria you don't really think about the data and use the data to back yourself in that light. You will rather look at the progress and the momentum, how much people are coming in and all that. And because there are new registered voters, some people don't go out to vote at all. Trust me, because they are scared of their life. They don't want anything to happen. There are times in election period that some people have just gone out to vote and they never came back to their house. They lost their life in the case. You know, so most people too are scared sometimes to go out. So that's why when you look at the new registered voters, there is nothing that you can be sure all the new registered voters are for Obi. There are people growing up too, like all these Yalaja we are talking to, they all have kids that are growing up and they are in schools which are being sponsored by most of these politicians, and they are in the voting age now. They too, they've gone out to register so they can vote that person in. I know a lot of politicians that give scholarship to over 200, 300 students. Those people are some from family. The parents will be glad. They will support that kind of person. So it's deeper than that. That's when they talk about structure. That's what they mean by structure. But you people say, oh, what is structure? People are the structure. No, it's not about people gathering. It's about that structure, what you've built from time till date. And that is the structure. All those meetings, weekly meetings, Saturday, Sunday evening meeting in IDC school, in this school, in somebody's house. Those are the structure. There are some, that's what I'm saying. Lagos, people keep saying Lagos, Lagos, Lagos. I know millions of youths in Lagos that are for APC. Some of them, one of them just came back that they organized like a party. These people have been APC for many years. He organized a party, sent me a video. Sometimes on Snapchat, it would have disappeared now when he was in. He just got back from Lagos. He's going back by December again. So,
I mean, there. Should we start a GoFundMe for that? Do you want me to start a
GoFundMe? No, I've said if Ajani Coco can't do it, if
let's see what Ajani Coco will. If you can sort his Apple,
if he can even send
you have to do a bank transfer, which
yeah.
make it easy. But that's
maybe let's just start a GoFundMe for.
If Enigmatic has an hour,
I will chip in. How much should I chip in? I will chip in 100.
Bring GoFundMe. I need them.
No, let all the obedient support.
Because I'm already saying I'm saying Uptown in the comment section or doing GoFundMe is already canvassing. Is already doing GoFundMe for you. Look.
I cannot receive by Apple Pay, only by cash.
Okay, Aja, see was I wish if Enigmatic has a Naira in his account, we can actually do like 1 million, and that would be good. So it counters the 1,000 if Enigmatic is okay with it.
Look at that. This is a sign of things to come. This is what Alexander is saying. It says, "Chai." Hold on, Ajale Coco.
Okay.
Alexander. I'm just born in this. This is the sign of things to come. And even if you don't turn up, people will still. But this is the sign of things to come. Alexander Gomez says, "Super Charles, Chai, I am proud of you, Aburo me. Des is stuttering. I am embarrassed." You know, so this is it. They will mock you if you
it's not it. What's that? I've already said Ajali Coco should have an Naira account. So okay. That shouldn't be a problem.
So what do you want us to do? So you want
he wants to send $1 million to your Naira account. If Enigmatic is happy for that to happen, I don't see anything wrong with that. A million Naira should be roughly £1,000, $1,000.
It's more than that.
Yeah, we could do that. So how do you want to? You want me to send you the Naira account?
Yeah.
So you can deposit the money, and you come back tomorrow. I will confirm.
Yeah, I
on the
mean,
platform, if the money
Yes.
gets in
yeah.
tomorrow.
I mean, you should get in today. It shouldn't take time.
No, he
Okay.
wants to, it's instantaneous now, you know, you should get
So
it instantaneously.
Shouldn't
So,
take
okay.
time.
So
But
let's
what
leave it.
what is enigmatic take on the naira?
On
What
the
is his
private
take on
chat,
the
I
naira?
will send it to you on the private chat. Then you can deposit the money. Then tomorrow, when we come back, I will confirm that yes, you send your money.
Ajan Lekoko, I'm not sure if you have an alert or not, because when money goes into my Naira account, I get a ding automatically. So it should
No,
You
I
should
have,
be able
I
to.
have, I have somebody managing it for me over there. I don't. Yeah,
all right.
I have some. So, but I can get it.
Can I
the
send my one
information
so he can put the 1 million there?
So I can confirm it tomorrow. I know they are sleeping in Nigeria right now, but I can confirm it
Okay, that's fine.
tomorrow. So I will super chat to you now. I mean,
No,
sorry.
don't super chat though.
I will private chat. I will
Your
private
account
chat
number,
you.
all these
I will
funky
private.
people.
I will private chat you the account number, and then we confirm it tomorrow.
DOG is keeping quiet.
Yeah.
I'm not keeping quiet. You've wasted my time for too long. I've invested my money. You think I'll be keeping all my money without investing? I'm a businessman.
All right. So
since last year, I've been asking.
Let's just hear from Enigmatic. Are you happy for that? What Des is proposing, Enigmatic?
Yeah, as long as Baba will confirm it, Baba should keep it until then. So by February I'll just collect all my things. You know.
Look at that. Those expensive suits that you like. Those expensive suits that you like. Look at that.
So one more thing, one man. Anybody we see get level obedient. If you are confident, Obi will not carry this.
Don't say that, though. Don't say that, though, because there's somebody that is after you. There's somebody that is after you. If I let him in now, he will wipe out all your accounts.
Okay, one man. Let that person come. Obi will not win the presidency. That's confidence now.
All right. As soon as somebody drops off the screen, I'll bring him in, and then we'll see. Because
somebody said Obi no dey pay shishi.
Well, look at that. Is that for this? So you see this? They've started to.
No, I dey pay shishi.
I warn you. You see now.
Obi no dey pay shishi, but we dey collect. You understand? Obi no dey pay shishi, but we dey collect. I collect. I want collect. So
they will mock you.
You want collect woto.
We dey collect.
At least somebody pays up here. As we know that Enigmatic, unlike our engineer and DOG, who boast a lot, but as soon as you ask
no
for
the engineer wasted.
Okay, let's settle this. Who won your bet? Who won it? Who won it?
I think it was about Tinubu winning the primaries.
Yes, and who won that?
It's Tinubu now. I won now. Then we went again and do another one. We talked about Tinubu winning the election. He said it's going to be Atiku.
So who's going to be a president of the
and I said Tinubu said Atiku, of Nigeria, isn't it?
Yeah, but that's not happened. That's not happened yet.
That's not happened yet. Yeah.
When it comes to February, so that's why I said we can still stick the money. It's up to you.
End of the year, we put the bets.
Now,
I've invested my money. I just did some business in Nigeria now, so I'm still drinking my Gary, waiting for
anytime
my
I'm ready.
So
no worries.
That any obedient that is confident, as they are very, very confident, Obi will win this election and become the president. The floor is open.
They won't come for that.
No. Somebody is coming for that. In fact, he's quite desperate to take that bet on. It's middleman. He's quite desperate. He's been saying, "Let me in." It's just
all right. Let me go off. Then you let him in.
All right. So this is called. Actually, I will rename this this stream now. Call your bluff. You know. So all the noisemakers now we are separating the boys from the men. The boys will be separated from the men today. All this noise, all the audio millionaires will be separated from the actual real millionaires. I have this and that. I am this and that. But we will hear it
All
now.
right, let me just get in the backstage. One man clap me, please.
Yeah, Meadowman. Meadowman. Sorry, let me say thank you, engineer, for doing that. I'll bring you back in a moment. So Meadowman, come in and come and put up your 5K, or if you run as well, you get mocked. So everybody gets mocked today. So, but I could look at that at the later. We are now a betting shop.
No, this is nice. Make it fun. So
yes. So, Meadowman, we're waiting for you. We've abandoned the politics and we are now we're betting shop.
Ajali Koko, sir. So when the winner comes up, please remember to deduct the 10% for the platform.
So the 10% is gonna be $200.
Exactly.
Well, there it is.
Yeah.
There it is.
So where's the middleman now?
You know, okay, we'll see. But
will be one.
All right. Here is middleman.
Enigmatic is not playing, you know. Enigmatic is not playing.
I'm in the house.
But
so let me.
Middleman, Obi, we not win.
Relax, Enigmatic. Hold on. Relax.
Let him
I heard. I don't care about Obi winning election. What I heard you said is Obi winning a state outside the southeast. Actually, I'll make it.
Take that with this. The second.
No,
one,
you did.
Listen,
Yeah,
bro.
you can make more money now. You can make more money.
If you're confident, you can still do it again.
You can make more money now.
No, forget. I threw.
Okay. Let me make it easier for you.
Okay.
If Obi wins less than 2 states, you win. I take that bet on you.
You mean outside of the southeast? Outside
of the south, yeah. You win.
My call is Obi will not be president. He will not win.
No, that's not your call. Your call, you said Obi will not.
Hold on. So then you concede that Obi is not going to win the election.
Period.
Absolutely. I'm not going to bet on that. I'm not going to bet on that.
That's my call. Obi will not win.
No, but you when you talk, you have to say what you mean. You said you can bet, and one man can play this video back. You can bet that Obi will not win a state outside the southeast, and that was the bet I took.
I threw when I was going to this with Des. Hold on, bro. Let me just explain it. I threw 2 dice.
No. It was 2 bets that I made that Obi would not win Edo State, and Obi would not win the election.
No, I'm not. I've never been about winning election.
He was just making his assertion when he mentioned Obi won't even win. He didn't put that as a bet. That was just when he was making his own.
No, he didn't put it. He didn't put it as a bet. But you can go and listen to this audio and you hear what he said.
Play back. I was very emphatic. Obi. 2 things. Obi will not win.
All right. Even okay, so he's clarified now that those are the bets that he's putting on. All right. So there it is. And whilst he's here, don't be saying that Meadowman is has just joined engineer in the Buy the Coffee. So certainly the funds are in place if he wants to take the bet, but. He has a yacht. He has a yacht. Do you have a yacht? Huh?
I don't get yacht.
Did you not used to come here with you on a yacht? Was that not you? Who has a yacht? Was somebody
I used to go fishing, but not my yacht.
Yeah, look at that. Yes. Oh, look at that. Unbelievable. Ajale Koko, look at what is going on.
So one more final call. Any obedient, Jewel, man of prestige, any obedient in the house, Obi will not be president. He will not win the election.
No, that one is a long shot now. Nobody's going to take that.
All right. Okay. And where are you? PlayStation. This is your space. So shall we hold that bet in situation as a standing bet that Obi would not win the election, and Enigmatic with his $5,000 is saying that. So any obedient brave enough to take that on, we already have an account person, and we already have the facilities to hold the bet. So that's the bet.
Angelico, I have not seen your account though.
Yeah. I'm gonna say I'm busy doing something. I will send it now, please.
All right.
I'm doing something there.
All right, so there it is. A bet. I wouldn't say a bet has taken place yet until that process completes, but yes, a bet in the process of taking place. So how exciting!
One man. If you ask me if I concede whether Obi will or will not win the election, and I said I concede to that, right?
Yes.
Will he concede that Obi will win states outside the Southeast? Enigmatic, do you concede that Obi will win states outside the Southeast? Yes,
brother,
no?
I've made my call. I placed that bet. Edo State is outside of Southeast. That one is already down with dice. I threw 2 dices. The second dice is what you are contending with. The second dice is you will not win the presidency. You will not win the election.
You're smart, yeah. You're smart, yeah. I was looking at cheap money now to me.
Look at that. Christmas is coming, Abby.
Nobody will take that bet now. Nobody
can't be me. Sorry.
Why not? But
it's too smart to take it twice.
Can you repeat?
When you come.
Yes, now. Can you? Okay, but okay. Don't take the bet. Don't take the bet.
If you're sure that Obi is not gonna win Edo, why not play the bet again? Just like if you know that Real Madrid is going to win one small club, you can bet it 20 times.
Money first. You can't pay your money.
No, I'm waiting for the account now. Calm down.
So why you are
That's not a problem.
Just to put you under additional pressure, I'm going to clip this part and then post it again as a standalone video. So people must deliver. So you can't come here and make noise.
So let's. I just wanted to clarify. I just wanted to clarify. Forget about the bet, Enigmatic. Do you concede that Obi will win states outside the Southeast?
Bro, I don't know how.
No. It's just a yes or no question, because you said this. You said you said it emphatically that Obi will not win. You even said he will struggle in Ebonyi and one other state. I don't know which state.
Bro,
you said Obi will not win any state outside.
You can have one man now. Play out back. This is. I've been calling this since May. It was me. It was Jewel that was challenging me at first, and I said, Jewel, Obi will, because we were coming here with, okay, we have this data from Oxford University. We had this one from Harvard that Obi is winning. Okay, Obi will not win.
Okay.
So my call is Obi is not winning. If you get the liver,
send your Instagram account.
So you are not calling that Obi will not win any state outside the Southeast. That's what I want to know. Yes or no?
It's Edo State in Southeast.
It's saying
you place that bet.
Bro, I know, like I said.
So why not take the bet?
One man.
Okay, one man. That's it. One man. I'll come back tomorrow. I'm actually in a conference.
One man, send your Instagram so that when I send it, I can screenshot and
makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Meadowman, and thank you for the coffee. So Meadowman had joined engineer and buying a coffee.
Now for comment. If you get liver, bro, come on, you be big boy. Come on, like
Ajani Coco, you didn't send the bank name. Okay, I just saw it. All right.
One man, people are not talking too much again. If you know you want to talk, let your money speak. I know
look at that. We're separating the boys from the men. This is it. We are not here to take part. We are here to take charge. So there it is right there. $1,000 bet. $1,000 versus $1 million naira. I wonder who gets the advantage there. Are you not being shortchanged somewhat?
No, by the time you exchange the naira to dollars, it will be almost the same thing. Because it will be higher than what you exchange dollar to naira for. So it's more like you are buying dollars. So it will be higher than when you change dollars to naira.
But we will hold Russia actually you say it enigmatic. Do you want us to hold that bet in situation. They bet that for $5,000, you are willing to bet anybody that Obi is not going to be the next president of Nigeria. And then we hold it then for anybody that wants to take it on to come and take it on.
Yeah, I can do that. Any obedient, even Jewel, you can call Jewel in Nigeria now if he's ready. Call San Diego, all of them. Anyone. You can Ababa will hold the money anytime they are ready. Obi will not win this February presidential election.
There we are. There we are. So be careful. Be careful what you wish for. You see, be careful what you wish for. Engineer, look at that. What is going on here?
Yeah, well, the truth is right, and I will support him in terms of that. The presidency will go either Atiku or Tinubu. That's just the fact.
No, everybody knows that. I don't think any thinking person knows that. I mean,
and the presidency will go to Atiku.
So somebody is coming after you on Facebook, William Wilson. So William, you have to come on the screen. William Wilson, he's coming after you on Facebook. We don't do audio here. We do so. William, yes.
You want me to excuse him? So
I just wanna confirm.
No, he's just making.
I just wanna confirm.
Yeah, go on.
I just wanna confirm. I've sent the 1 million to Ajali Coco. So I don't know if you can confirm it. I can send it to your Instagram.
He already told you can't confirm it that it will be tomorrow.
No, hold on. He wants to send a screen grab.
A screenshot.
Yeah.
But I don't have my Instagram on this laptop. That's just the thing.
Ajali Coco, send your number so I can send it to your phone. Don't matter.
So a bet has taken place then. So I mean, you're a man of authority. Your word is good enough for us here. If you say you have, then you have. So a bet has taken place, ladies and gentlemen. 1,000 United States dollars versus 1 million Nigerian naira. It's even ugly to say that $1,000 versus 1 million naira. But 1,000 United States dollar versus 1 million Nigerian naira. To say the flip of the coin, heads Obi win Edo State, heads Obi win Edo State, then Desmond gets Enigmatic's $1,000. Tails Obi does not win Edo State, then Enigmatic, when he's going to Nigeria, he doesn't have to change money because he already has Desmond's 1 million naira in his pocket. So there it is right there, ladies and gentlemen, a bet has taken place. So there it is.
Can just a quick one.
Yes.
Can Ajali Coco just need to ask him if I can be his next of king?
Look at that.
Next of king.
Look at that.
Just in case, you never may know, innit?
Somebody said Ajali Coco should not go and donate the money to Showore.
No. Ajali Coco donates to Showore privately. Look at that. Unbelievable.
Let's move on then.
All right. Let's move on. So that was exciting. So let's move on. Let's move on and let's go to Tiger, who we have been trying to hear from.
Is that all?
Oh no. Sorry. You take us to the Naira space. DOG. Or finish your narrative on the data, on the polling, and then take us to the Naira space, which is going to be unveiled today. But what is your anticipation of what the new Naira would look like?
I don't think there will be much difference. Maybe the images will be different, and I think it will be nice if, like, Abat Macaulay was on 1 naira. I don't think 1 naira even exists anymore. And I think it would be good if they can introduce coins back into it will help the Naira a bit too, because I think...
the cost of making coins will be greater than the value of that coin.
Well, maybe in a note, but at least let's have 1 naira back in notes and all that. Then I think people like Abba Macaulay,
you know that 1 naira cannot buy you a sweet.
Of course, but that's what is causing because we don't even have 1 naira anymore. If there is no lower denominations like that, it affects the currency too. You know, I still go to shop here. You buy things with £5, 10p. You still spend those p's. They still available. It helps their currency. But once all you have is 100 naira, 50 naira, 200, it's already even depreciating the value of the money, the currency, isn't it? So I feel if they are not going to even bring all those 1 naira note and all those things back, people like Abat Macaulay should get a space. You can't just write them off like that. They should get a space in the notes, and if they can, I don't see a problem with putting people's image. To be honest, it's just the value of the money that really matters and how it helps its citizen, the currency itself. So them changing it would help the value, but I think they need to introduce lower denominations of naira too. Like now, because you can't even take 2 naira to anywhere to buy anything. So if they don't even exist, how would it have value? It won't have any value. So, but I think they all know what they are doing, to be honest, when it comes to all these denominations and all that. They are just making life easy for themselves. If the changing of the naira would help the value, maybe I welcome the idea. That's all I can say, because I don't see it as a major problem for us changing the naira, because I think the naira looks good when they change to, is it the polymer material? It looks okay and all that. It's just the value that is the problem. So I think they need to work on what to make the naira have a value, recover its value back.
That's improving the economy, isn't it? Which is a big step.
Yeah, you know. So yeah, that's my take on that. I don't say big. I don't read too much meaning to the images on it, to be honest.
All right, brilliant. So let's go. Let's acknowledge the Progressives super chart. It says Chairman Enigmatic, you they make big men kilolo. You they make big men kilolo. So I'm not quite sure what kilolo means, but I think in the rounds of it that we know what that means. Look at that.
Have you got the phone number?
Oh, okay.
Send it to the two number. Yeah. Send it to the 2 numbers. Yeah.
Oh, all right. Are you asking him to send confirmation that yeah?
Yeah.
All right, brilliant. So take a screen grab and send it to Ajan Lekoko. We must document that's been properly done. So there it is. Let's go to engineer. So engineer. So to the polls that has kicked off all of. Sorry, we actually have Uptown now. Are you coming on to take a bet? Kololo, not Kilolo. It means Kololo. Yes. Uptown, are you coming on to take on a bet? No, it's not. So to your engineer, the poll that's kicked off all this now, big boys are doing big things. What are you then making of the polls? So the poll is telling us that Atiku leads in the Northwest and Northeast, Obi leads in the North Central, South, and Southeast, but the Southwest is under contention. So what are you making of that, engineer?
Well, greetings to you, my brothers, and greetings to you, one man.
Greetings.
Yeah. What we need to understand here, I was discussing something yesterday with Ajale Koko, which, if you look at it, is like till the time comes, because most of the guys in the northern side, the northerners as a whole, there's something that is based on what we discussed yesterday, is something you see they're in a very quiet mood right now, and they are all watching us making too much noise. But those guys, they're there keeping quiet because they have their own kind of obedience towards their leaders. Till when we get into February, that's when we'll know who is who, and that's when you see all these guys from the north, the youth. That's when they will come out and they will go out and vote who they want to choose. But when it comes to Peter Obi, well, Obi, I like the guy. I really much like him, and I will thank him for opening the space so that tomorrow young people will benefit from what he's doing currently right now. And he's a man that he will do his best, but when it comes to the presidency, I think APC or PDP, we all know that they wouldn't let Obi to even take that seat at all. So he's just kind of like he'll do his best, but he's just gonna open that space for youth. And another thing we need to understand, Obi, if I should be one of his personal advisors, I should have said to him to let go these 4 years, then come back 2017. Because when you come back 2017, that's when you can nail these people down and you said, okay, I left you guys and you guys in 4 years' time, what did we achieve, or what did people do, or what did you guys give to the country? So if you should come out, let's say 2027, that will be a bombshell, and that will be something that that will move everybody mindset towards him. But at this time of crucial time, I don't see him even gaining more. I think the only thing I can see will be maybe will be winning maybe 2 or 3 states, but any other thing, I don't think so.
All right, and to the new redesigned Naira notes, they'll be giving an unveiling tomorrow at the Federal Executive Council meeting. What do you anticipate that it may look like, the new Naira note?
Yeah, the Naira note is a very good welcome idea. That's one. 2, will the Naira fall in lower rate or in higher rate? Those are the things, again, we need to look at it and think about it. If that goes on higher rate, that means cost of living will still skyrocketing up. But if they put it down in lower rate, that will be a welcome idea, and I believe the economy will boost. The economy will definitely bounce back. But apart from that, it's a welcome idea, and people who have been hiding money, because a friend of mine in Nigeria, he told me clearly that imagine there's some money all these Nigerian leaders, they have been hidden in their houses. Imagine Oceanic Bank money, all this money cash wrapper. They use a wrap of Oceanic
Engineer, can I interject, please?
Yeah, go on, one man.
One man and everybody on the platform. I just got confirmation from Nigeria that Des already sent 1 million into that account.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so Des is not playing too. Both of them are not playing. They are really serious. And by God's grace, we shall all be alive to see who is going to win in January.
I'll be your next of king.
Yeah?
I'll be your next of king.
But for the platform, as agreed, $200 for the platform. 10%. Representing 10%.
There it is. We should have even made it higher, but we're not greedy. But there it is. So a bet has taken place.
Thank you, Baba. Thank you.
Yeah.
Ajaleko, can I be your next of king then from today?
Engineer.
Ajaleko, can you believe what these two gentlemen have just done?
It's just I couldn't believe it. I thought it's going to end up like a play. You know, they've been fighting over this thing for a long time, particularly Enigmatic have been pushing, asking anybody that want to bet with him on 5,000 or 1,000. And but today, there's, you know, put up a fight against him that yes, we are ready to go. So this is the best obedient so far that I can see that really believe in Obi's project. He really believe in this Obi's project. It's not a mouthy all this one that you see on other platforms, just be you know, talk and go. So there's congratulations. You are really proved to us that you know, you are really committed to this Obi's project. So
I've always said I'm obedient and useful.
Yeah, you are really committed. Yeah, and the platform as well. We are showing a sample to the world that look, we don't play on this platform. Everybody on this platform are strongly committed to whoever they believe in this presidential race, and we have shown it here. Enigmatic is standing firm with on who he believes in, and there's as well standing firm in Obi. So congratulations to the platform. And
unfortunately for Enigmatic, I've never lost a bet, so that's so sad. That's so sad.
May Almighty God give us the good life to witness February and beyond. So
all right, I have to revisit this super chat by Alexander Gomez because I was quite laughing at Des. So I have to revisit it. So Alexander says, Che, I am proud of you, Aburome. Des is stuttering. I am embarrassed, Nam. So no need to be embarrassed. There's a man of his words. He said it and he has done it. In fact,
a man of integrity.
Yes, if we look at the exchange rate, is actually is even betting more than Enigmatic. I'm not sure, but certainly he has matched him equally. So there it is. So that super chat no longer applies. So thank you. So there it is.
One man.
Maybe we have to call on Brother Alessandra to send another super chat. You know, towards look at
that. Unbelievable stuff. Unbelievable stuff going down. There's some rascal on Facebook that wants to get in on the bets, but the hyperlink is on Facebook too. So this is the guy. It says Will Wilson. You know, I'm not quite sure, but I think we may just ignore that. I'm not sure how. You know, but there it is, you know. So now that we've crossed that threshold, we are taking all bets now. So
I don't even advise you take bet from somebody that has not come to the platform before.
Yes, I wouldn't advise that either, you know, because these are known friends, you know. These are known friends. Enigmatic and
yes, I think I will agree with you. Yes, whoever that is not. It's
one
not
of us,
one of us. Yes, we cannot do anything.
Yeah, who is not family? At least we are here. At least we can take $1,000, $2,000 to $5,000 bet without not even blinking.
All right.
Can I say something real quick, if you don't mind?
Sorry. Yes, you say it. But Akim's super chat is also withdrawn as well. Well, no, it's not withdrawn because that wasn't at but go on, Enigmatic.
Today. You are a certified, real, obedient. You are not pretending, and I like your fight. Good job, bro. That's it.
Thanks, man.
You are not among the Obingos.
One man.
Is an Obi-lion.
Who are the Obingos? Who are the Obingos? Define it. Let us know.
The Obingos are the one that won't allow you to talk. They will be rude to you. They will even tell you to shut up. You don't know those are the Obingos. But Dex is always talking. He doesn't fight with you. He makes his point, and he can even put his money.
This is Nigerian people. They're mad, no good though.
I respect that.
At all. They're mad, no good for that country. Hey. Southerner. Now, wow,
And enigmatic too. I must give kudos to you. You are the one even taking the bigger risk here, betting based on the state, Edo. I respect you for that too.
Yes, no, I'm not sure that. Anyway, you're a confident
What
man.
you
So
want to say, one man?
no. Well, he can afford it. So that's probably what he spends on lunch anyway. So that's lunch money for Enigmatic.
People forget Enigmatic grew up in Edo. He went to the university in Edo, so you know what he's talking about. Oh.
Do you think that's a wise bet? What pays?
No, it's a very good bet. It's a very good bet now. It's only a on serious. I'll say a amateur in politics that would say what Enigmatic is doing is wrong. Edo is very dicey. Just forget those obedience shouting and all that. But the key players in Edo grassroots politics are mostly PDP and APC. Do you understand that, one man now? They had their candidates in House of Rep and Senate, and House of Rep and Senate is coming with this presidency. And the election, the votes start from local, the wards. So those people are going to win their ward. And when they win their ward, that will turn up to be, that will, how will I say, it will transform to the presidency, which will not depreciate the obedient numbers at the total vote.
What piece? It's okay. Or can you still put your money where your mouth is?
No, I don't bet. I guess my. I'm a full IFA man. Is I get my this. I don't bet.
Okay,
but I can give you 1
problem.
million cash dash. I'll put on the platform. I don't say too much. I'll put my good card right now. I'll dash you.
Okay,
But
no
when it
problem.
gets to that, I will tell you. Anyway,
That's
but this is
me
how I
now.
see it. That's how I see it in a state. Because first of all, just Macho Dekeme is there as Senate. Just Aswen that is going for Senate. These are two big families, two big people in the Redo. So that will first of all divide Redo votes. Now go to North. Oshomole is going for Senate. Oshomole will take the North APC. They come to Edo Central. The ASAN are highly PDP. Highly PDP. So I don't.
You know what I'm hearing? I'm hearing governor. I'm hearing high men. That's what I'm hearing right now.
Governor of what?
You're talking about influential people. You don't even know what is on ground. That's just the fact. But
no, influential people influence now. That's
they have influence. There's no doubt about it. They have influence, but you don't know Edo. If you know Edo, you wouldn't even be saying all this stuff.
There's like you are new to the platform.
No, brother.
If you have seen my analysis since,
I've always said it here.
Hold on now. Let me just chip in again. My late uncle used to be the PDP stronghold man in those states. Though he's dead, his voice, I still know his voice. The present APC, their chairman, is my uncle from my mother's side. I've called his name here. I don't call you if you remember. I've called his name several times here. I've called all my uncle's names several times here. So if I'm speaking, I speak from what I see on ground from on their side. These people have that candidate in APC and PDP in Edo State. Right now, do you know in Edo State there's no candidate for Labour for House of Rep and Senate?
Brother, I'm not talking about that one. What I'm saying is, as long as presidential candidate is consigned, P2B is gonna win.
If you don't win Senate, if you don't win the local government, also local government award, how are you not going to get those presidential numbers? Get numbers to win the presidential numbers in Edo State?
Brother, till February, I don't want to argue, please.
Look at that. His money is doing the talking. His money is doing the talking.
I know, but it's okay.
I wanted to interject here. You know, I don't know who was speaking now.
Wait. Were you no? That's World Peace. Were you impressed by that, Ed? Both gentlemen, backing themselves up with actual real cash.
Absolutely, I think that is.
Yes, that's
you have to have a big cojones.
Yes,
$1,000 is not a joke, right? So I commend the guys.
It's a good stuff. It's good.
I mean,
stuff,
betting is not my thing, but I think they are grown-up people.
Neither me, but I've been trying to. People will tell you, and you probably. I've been trying to stop them for weeks.
I know.
But
I think we have to.
In fact, they were talking $10,000. They were talking at one point $10,000. So
You know, I think the emotions was really high. I think I think now at least everybody now kind of calm down to know that people are really serious about their position. Again, look, I think when we come out here to start to argue a lot, you know what I mean? Everybody say the same thing, but you can interpret it the way you want, you know what I mean? It depends on the information that you have, I think the guy that was speaking now, I think what piece about the information that he's getting. I think maybe he should also try, because I think I don't know if that's the case, because he says he's getting information from people who are in the party of APC, for example, who are really political. But it's also good to check people who are apolitical to see who they are voting for. So when we talk about I think what the permutation people are making, sometimes from OB side as well, is based on, because what we are doing here, at least for this session, was just analyzing this poll. How accurate it is, how reliable is it? Does it make sense? Do we have questions about it? I think it's fair enough to say, hey, wait a minute, this poll is giving Tinubu 37 in Southwest. Is that realistic? Why is that? That is all contentious stuff. But to say then that that poll is not accurate or whatever because APC guys who are working for APC is telling you that they have some House of Rep guys or this or that, and I think I think you have to be a little bit careful, because I think the voters are a little bit more sophisticated to maybe vote for Oshomole, for example, as a Senate and the Senate race, and vote for OB perhaps in the presidential race. It is possible. So it's not like you go to a polling booth and say, hey, you vote down the line of the ticket, like all APC, all PDP. I do think that maybe you check the other elections. It is possible that some people may vote one way for Senate, a different way for governor, and a different way for presidency. That's how you have to look at this thing. So when we talk about presidency, just focus on presidency, what people are going to do for presidency. When you talk about Senate, what they're going to do for Senate, or governor, or whatever. And another thing that I will also say, I was just checking the video just a while ago, that I think the issue that I'm not clear about yet, is how they are asking the question, right? So if they are asking the questions like, who would you vote for? Is it Atiku, Tinubu, or Peter Obi? And people are saying Peter Obi. Then the second question I will ask is, okay, those people that are saying Peter Obi, can they point out the logo of Labour, on that day, or because Peter Obi is not going to be there, Atiku's not going to be there. What you're going to have is just a logo, for them to thumbprint on, So that is a different.
No. That's down to the candidates now. If the candidate is not able to create enough awareness for people to distinguish their logo, then they shouldn't be in the race.
No, that's what I mean. So that's the work for people.
Sorry to interject. One month, please. Can you how will I say, put a progressive chart on the screen so that people can see?
All right, what did they say? Where is it?
What I was prompted just now.
Oh, you mean is it this one?
Yeah.
All right. It says Edo North goes to APC, Edo Central goes to PDP, and the battleground is Edo South. Governor Obaseki won with 80,000 votes, and he won both Edo Central and Edo South. So yeah. What does that?
So does that mean? So what it means that Enigmatic is not sticking his belt as a low punch. He knows what he's putting his money, and he has a high chances of winning that bet. I'm not saying this is far from the bet, but Enigmatic is bet right. He's betting right, because I do South is being divided right now, highly divided. So at the end of the day, Obedient might not win it. He wouldn't. I've not said they're going to win at Edo State from day one. They will not win at Edo State. They will get population. They'll get popular vote, but they'll not get that 25% vote to win at those states.
That one that is divided between what and what?
PDP and APC.
Oh,
heavily strong. Edo South, PDP and APC is heavily strong. Orion one is being controlled by my uncle, Nick Tiger. He has never lost. He delivered highest for Obaseki. He has never lost. Any party he joins wins. When he was in PDP, then won. When he was in APC, then won. And so it's gonna be difficult.
Please, can I ask? Have they conducted elections in Edo?
Yeah, let's just have. Those states had elections 2020, right? 2020 governor election.
Like 2023 elections, senatorial and all that. Have they conducted it already in Edo?
You know, the same day.
No. I know. He's asking why you are predicting what has not yet
Because
to
what I'm
come.
predicting,
Please,
because
can I ask you
Labour,
something?
Labour
Chief,
don't have.
Uptown. Are you from Edo? Uptown, or is it Playtown? Are you from
No,
Edo?
no, I'm not from Edo. No.
Okay.
Because
Let me tell you
your
the way it is.
question is, I know what you are saying.
No, now people are reeling up numbers now. I wanted to know if there's an election I was not aware
Let
of.
me tell you where the politics is. The people that are in local government, the chairman, councillor, up to the rep and senator, determine who will win the governor or any position that is going to take place.
Baba, what peace? I beg, no demoralize my guy. I beg.
No, I'm not. That's Edo for you. If you don't know, you should know.
Do you know why I'm smiling? I'm smiling because if God forbid P2B doesn't win, at least I have something that will make me happy. That's just the fact. If you're thinking that P2B is not gonna win Edo, I wish you can just bet it again. Like if Enigmatic is also okay for us to add another one on top of it,
you
we
don't
can
need
still
to add.
do it.
I'm behind you.
No. The bet has already taken place. So we just wait to see.
What piece? Who do you speak to people from Edo? Because I'm from Edo myself. I do speak to people.
I know you're from Edo for the way you spoke. You
do you
sound
speak?
like
Do you speak to
Blackberry? I told you, I talk with my uncle almost every day.
But your uncle is APC, Nabi, or PDP?
I have uncle in APC. I have uncle in PDP. Both sides.
Yeah, but no, don't. Do you talk to apolitical people who are not just ordinary people who are not into
of
politics?
Of course, I
whatever,
talk with ordinary people. I talk with ordinary people.
And what are they telling you?
See, I'm telling you from the political. I'm not going to talk. I'm not going to make a blanket statement here because just to follow the crowd. Politics is local, and again, first of all, let's start with this. If anybody is thinking the election is going to be fair, free and fair, then that person is daydreaming. So when you have that in the back of your mind, then you now have to now stand on the eggshell. You know what that means, eggshell? It means it's very dicey. Your vote you're going to have with that obedient crowd you are saying. That obedient crowd you are saying everywhere in the Edo State and Uchi. At the end of the day of the election, everybody goes to their local ward. And with that divided them so much that their vote will not matter in any ward they are. Their local government. And the local government from like Edo State, Orion is one of the biggest. And it starts from the how I call it rural, the urban side of the village. Who have the major crowd? The city doesn't really have major crowd like that. The upper Obagi, like that, it goes down to Ronik, but those are the people that have the major crowd. Same with Ovia. And Ovia, Deco is doing very well in Ovia.
Can I
hold on now, let me tell you. Okay, Deco is doing very well in Ovia, which is controlling Okada, Gobazowa down to Selu. And he's winning it. He's in APC. APC is going to win. He's contesting against Gbine John's daughter. Two political heavyweights. Tell me
okay.
So you understand? So
hold on, Wapis. Let Des push back a bit. Not Des. Sorry, Eddie.
Okay.
Yeah. I was gonna say, because I think the permutation that you're coming up with is a lot about the structure of the local government chairman, this, that, so that that's why because maybe this is different way that we are looking at it, I guess, because I think the way the disconnect could be that I'm looking at it from not the political structure, just the people, and devoid of rigging and all that stuff, but of course that's going to play a role in it. But if you analyze just the data, look, if I go out to any local government in Edo State, for example, I go talk to people, like 100 people, right? If 60 people tell me they are voting for OB, that is like a fact. It doesn't mean that they are going to actually vote for OB. It doesn't mean that maybe they will take money, they will vote for somebody else. But that's the data that I'm working with at that particular time. That's what I'm saying. So if you want to permutate, like, okay, well, in this election, there will be rigging, then you have to factor in, okay, the rigging, what percentage of the rigging is going to skew this and that. But just the average voter, because I'm from Edo, I can tell you, I speak to a lot of people in Edo. I'm very, very surprised that my uncles, aunts, even grandmothers or whatever, they are all talking that OB thing. I think what you don't realize, I think what I saw, what also surprised me as well. There's a lot of people in abroad, right, in the Western world, whatever, I think there's a lot of them. I've heard some antidotes of it, where most of them, as you know, I think there's a lot of Edo people like in overseas, right? And I think many of them, are actually who actually support their families, like send money home or whatever, I think they have a strategy that they are kind of tying. They are trying to convince their people to vote for Obi. And since those people actually, they are the breadwinner of the family, they rely, on the money that they send them. So those people they are using those leverages, to make people out there vote for, So that's why I think that Obi phenomenon is growing a lot in Edo. It's not just because of, I think they are doing some work in Edo, but the diaspora are contributing to the what I'm saying, to the, let's say, popularity of
man.
Did you see
Can you bring out a video?
Palace?
A video of Obaseki saying the Edo people are obedient. Just bring out that video and show him that he probably shared. I don't know what he's saying. He just,
and again,
I don't even know what he's talking about.
Hold on, Des. Hold on. Same Obaseki now is now telling you that Obedient does not have a room in Edo State after his candidate got their position in PDP. Have you watched that video too?
No, this was after the scolding.
After
they scolded him. Why would he even say that?
Hold on. That one you're talking about is at the beginning when Obaseki was fighting Wike to get his candidate on the INEC listing. He was looking for a leverage using other statement that every household had Obedient. But as soon as he got what he was looking for, he said Obedient has no stake in Edo. And what do you see? What are you saying now? They all have their own people in position.
Hold on, gentlemen. I think this is the video you asked for. So let's just do as Des requested, because he has now parted with ₦1 million. So you have to recharge all the money you were going to spend in Nigeria. You have to now recharge it up again. Look at this guy. Look at that. But here it is.
How can PDP, the party, they not only couldn't win, they were not even number 2. So you can see that something is going on. And we do not want this to be a trend. The future of our politics in this country is changing. I don't know how you are, whether you are closely watching what is going on. The level of disenchantment with the existing parties. I'm sure in all our homes here, we have so many people now who call themselves obedience. I don't know whether you have them in your house. Just ask them, where are you? Which party are you for? They say obedient. Do you understand? They don't want us. They are not talking about APC or PDP. They are looking for alternatives. And there are much, much more. You see all of them queuing for PVCs now. They are not looking the direction of APC or PDP. They are looking for alternatives. And if we don't curb this, if we don't make our party attractive, I do not know what will happen in the next elections.
All right, so there it is. So, but that was 5 months ago. And 24 hours is a long time in politics.
Yeah, that was after Ekiti election. So he made that statement. Now the statement has changed. Since last month, his statement has changed. And I'm not saying obedient, you're not going to pull crowd. They will pull crowd, popular vote, fine, but they're not going to go 25% in Edo State.
My friend, what did Oba of Benin? Did you
it's not
see
about
the
what
video of
the Oba of Benin says. Listen, my brother.
Sorry.
Listen, my brother. What I'm saying, Edo politics is very stable. If you really know Edo politics, if Obedient have people in local government, Senate and Rep right now that is powerful, then I'll tell you Obedient might win Edo State. But they don't have nobody in the Senate and Rep.
Okay,
Can I ask you a question? Can you take a question from me? One question.
Can you can go ahead?
Okay. Are you aware of the trend going on now? And I'm going to list some states where it has been confirmed online, which is a new trend. It's going on in Ebonyi State. It's going on in Cross River. It's going on in Rivers. It's going on in parts of Benue, and it's going on in Anambra. It's really very high in Anambra. And the trend is where opposition senatorial candidates and House of Rep candidates of both APC, PDP, and other parties that is not Labour Party are now printing posters of which they are putting themselves. Oh, it's going on in Abuja too, because a lady just came out on Arise TV today, whereby she's supporting Obi, but she's running under another party. So they are now, when they can't come out, because when they consult their constituents and they found out that a lot of people are obedient in their constituents, so what they do is that they're like, okay, you know what? Vote for Obi. They'll put Obi in their poster, Labour Party, and then they'll put themselves with their own party in the same poster. I don't know if you have followed that trend.
I've seen that.
Yeah,
That
it's
happened in
okay.
a lot of states.
It's
In a
okay.
lot
That
of
is politics. Let me tell you. Let me quickly say this. Let me quickly say this. Let me tell you this. What you are saying is logical and it makes sense. But the people that's going to vote, like one man would say, like Iyaloja and the rest, they'll just go down to print one time and leave. They'll print their candidate and leave. Only you and I that will know I will print first and print second. But I guarantee you, 70% of the people that's going to vote on that day, the market women, the agberos, the vulcanizer, they'll just go there to print once and leave. And at the end of the day, when they put all those together, you'll see that they'll be shot by half.
Can I respond to you?
Oh, okay, respond. Okay. And then I want to get back to engineer to take his sampling on the Naira space. And then we have to, we're now 7 hours, which is just uncharted territory for us.
Hours.
Yeah. Imagine that. Can you imagine that we have actually been, I keep saying we spend more time with each other than we do with, hopefully not our own families, but respond to that.
I've spent more time here than I spent with my girlfriend. That's crazy.
You have a girlfriend. What entitles you to it? How old are you that you're having a girlfriend? What's wrong with look at this guy? All young people is there. Sorry. Go.
Okay.
Okay.
So world peace here. If I consult my constituents, and this thing happened to Uche Kunife in Anambra, if I consult my constituents and I found out that a lot of them are obedient, and then I make a deal with them, that's fine. You can go for Obi in the presidency and you stick with me in the senatorial or whatever it is I'm running here. And then you that means that it's not out of my own I'm not happy that I'm telling you guys to vote Obi on the presidency because maybe my party also has a candidate. But then I have to do it because you guys already pitched your tent with Obi. So do you think somebody that his or her first priority in terms of those voters, his first priority is Obi for president, will now go to the polling unit and then forget that thing, that Obi for president, and then just go and now vote the senatorial candidate and the House of Rep and then vote down, up. It is that Obi that is in his mind or her mind. That's the first thing first. In fact, if that person is going to make mistake, the person might just make mistake and skip his or her own senatorial candidate because it's the Obi is in her head or his head. You get what I'm saying? So that's just the point I wanted to make to you.
All right, brilliant. So back to engineer. I hope we still have you, engineer. Your commentaries on the Naira change space. I suspect we name because he's driven to London for a wedding and now he's back. So other heavy drinking and heavy driving. Engineer. Yeah, Sleep has taken engineer from us. So Sleep has taken engineer from us, and I'm going to join him, but not in his own bed, but my own. Hopefully fairly shortly. Sleep about to take me as well. So so thank you, everybody. So we'll resume to the usual slot from tomorrow. We were only doing this really for the interactions with Kadura Ahmed, which didn't happen. But I'm glad I was going to abandon the session. But you see, sometimes you just have to follow through, you see, and this is yet another example. Because when they presented Kola Abiola to us, we were struggling to see what conversation we could make around him, thinking, oh, should I just, put it out of its misery? But then I thought, okay, we usually have a session which is wrapped around the headlines. We brought the headlines, and here we are taking million dollar bets. I forget that it's Naira, but A million bet. Look at that. Unbelievable. This has really been the most unusual yet, but so we seek to round it off. You know where we're going to land on the mighty man himself. Let's kick off the roundups with let's try engineer one more time. I'm sure he's gone to bed. So engineer, we're taking closing remarks. Yes, engineer has left us. Thank you for your company today, engineer. So thank you for your company today. Let's go on from engineer to our in-house millionaire, Des. Closing remarks, Des. Or are you recovering from the?
No. I just want to say thank you, Enigmatic. I'm really proud of you. I didn't think you can pull through, but you surprised me. But it's all right. I mean, I appreciate the money though. Everybody that is obedient, let's not lose focus. Let's grab all the cities, 25% at least in all states, and get this job done within, in next 3 months. That's all I have to say. One man, have a good night.
All right, brilliant, and well done. You pulled through, so you maintain your status as an alpha man. So from one alpha man to another alpha man, yes, to DOG. So DOG, you're up next.
Yeah, thank you, woman. It's been a great section. My advice to the obedient is let's all be realistic. And what Peace was saying buttressed my point. You see, there are grassroots politicians that goes to ward meeting week in, week out. Some of them solicit for their kids to get admission, for school fees, for support to start their SME businesses and all that in all areas in Nigeria. So it's hard to beat those things, and it's just what Peace was trying to explain too. So let's be realistic. I understand and respect to Dex, and you really surprised me. I've always think most obedient can't even really put up on bets like this, and it's good. And I really enjoyed that moment on the section. And anybody that wants to put their money in, that Enigmatic is ready and he's made it known. If you want to put your money to say Obi will win, somebody like Uptown, I will expect you to put up with that bet.
No, don't put him under pressure now. No, don't call people out. Don't call people out.
He's the most one that is very sure and adamant about it.
He's a young man now. He was just in uni just last year or something.
But anyway, thank you, one man. We enjoyed the section. Cheers, guys. We'll catch up later today. Yeah.
Thank you for your company. Before you go, is this thing on your screen, is it an NFT?
It's an NFT, but yeah.
Do you own it?
No, not mine. It's a friend's own.
All right. What is it? What is it?
It's like a robot in space.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. I think I'll probably use one of my NFTs as my avatar as well. I've got I've got over 30 something NFTs. I just don't know. Hopefully it's not a mistake, but we'll find out shortly.
No, it's not a mistake. It's a NFT to me. I just think it's something you put there and you just let it stay there at some point.
That's my plan.
It's time taking. It's not something that is automatic. Yeah. Before you know, you might just wake up one day and you'll be surprised what you have been offered for it.
You look back with regret sometimes, but you shouldn't really, because you make your decisions and then you live with it. I've been following the NFT space for about 4 years thereabouts, and there was this one that CryptoPunks. It was then. There was just first I saw it at about $7. I thought, oh, let me pick up a few of these, and then my mind went away from there. And then when I saw it next, it was about $70 or $30 or thereabouts. And I'm thinking, oh, this thing that I saw a couple of months ago, I'm not going to put $70 into this. And then now it's trading for about $600,000, all within 2 years.
That's the thing.
Look at that, from $7 barely 3 years ago to about $600.
Yeah, and that's the beauty of these things. It's not automatic, but by the time you will get your reward from it, you you will be surprised what you are getting.
Yes, then they will accuse you of carrying drugs. They don't know that
exactly,
it's just brain,
yeah.
you
Toby
know.
Toby did one sneakers like that. Pastor Toby, he did the sneakers, a Louis Vuitton Nike sneakers. As at that time it was 3,000. The last time I saw him, I think he was about 300,000 pounds now, something.
Is that his own brand?
Yeah, and he's still living it there. He has people that does those things for him in his house.
You know those sneakers place. You know the collectible space is the next. You know, because maybe one day I'll show you guys from my house. There was a time that I used to collect art quite avidly. I've got art all over the house. In fact, in my loft is just full of paintings and whatnot. You know, but really, is the collectibles really that's yes, but there it is. Thank you, D. Drop me a line on. Actually, I'll drop you a line on Instagram.
Okay.
Just to, because I don't even have your number. So
yeah, I need to get. I thought about it today. I need to get your number. You know.
Yes, maybe I'll send you via Instagram.
Yeah, because I have something. I have something for you for Christmas. Anyway.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that. It's not even Christmas yet. But thank you.
It's Christmas, one man. You know, I went to the shop.
You know, I've not bought my turkey yet. Every week but tomorrow certainly I must buy it. What do you buy? You buy turkey?
I buy turkey. I buy everything. You know, because we just do at the shop. Because what do we do here? It's not like Nigeria. We just stay at home, eat, cook.
Yeah.
And if you have somebody you can visit that you're that close.
Don't buy turkey. Buy geese. Yeah, because
geese,
turkey is just bland meat, but geese it has more flavor. But turkey, I find that it's just bland, you know.
Another thing I'm so used to eating now is duck.
Oh yes, but yes, I've not bought a full one yet, but I buy like
the thigh,
fillets of it.
It's so nice. So now I'm really getting used to it these days. Like, oh, I want duck. You know?
All right.
Anyway, Charles, we catch up.
All right, thank you. Thank you. So that's DOG. Another. I like when people have the same interest as me. It reassures me. So he doesn't collect NFT, but he rates the place highly. So we seem to have lost Ajanle Koko. And people, you have to understand that a lot of people interact with the session in the course of so many things that they are doing. So Ajanle Koko, sometimes you hear that he's driving. Sometimes you hear him entering his house. You can hear him eating because you can hear the background noise to know what people are doing. So nobody takes, I certainly don't take your company for granted. And I appreciate your company every single day. And in fact, if I come here and no one is here, can you imagine how that, if you were me, how would you feel? And that is exactly how I would feel as well. So the time that you do choose to spend with us on this platform is never taken for granted and it's never not appreciated. You know, just the quality of the people and the quality of the conversation is just, you know, it gladdens the heart. The heart gladdens, but I wonder if Enigmatic heart is still glad, having parted with $1,000 today. Enigmatic, closing remarks.
So, yes, I'm really glad. But one thing that is very sacrosanct that I must say is, you know, at least people can see the quality of this platform now. That we just don't hate each other. We are not just, you know, it's just more or less like fun, you know, matured understanding of ideas, and then whoever probably listened to me maybe sometime last week going back and forth with Des, they probably think, oh, but look at what happened today. And then, like I said, you know, Des, he has shown that, you know, he's a man that believes in his cause, and then he can actually stick his neck out for that. I actually want to appreciate everyone on the platform. My kind regards to yourself, and at least you give us your time almost on a daily basis. And then the robust ideas of everyone on this platform is not taken for granted. And I want to say, let's keep doing what we're doing for the progress of the country and for the progress of this platform. Thank you, one man, and I appreciate everyone.
All right, brilliant, and well done for today. You know, let me bring Des back on. So well done, you two gentlemen, for today. A newfound respect for both of you. I have to say that, a newfound respect. I've always respected you, of course, but now I have that respect validated. So well done, gentlemen. So thank you. And thank you, Enigmatic. Hopefully we'll see you in the next session. So that was Enigmatic. So we continue to cascade, and we go on next to World Peace. World Peace, closing remarks.
Konnichiwa, everybody. Quickly, make I first of all greet the people who did the comment section. I'm gonna click like, share. I'm not thumbs up. Make una buy coffee too. Like I said, do what I say, not what I do. I go buy my coffee and also they buy my own too. Anyway, I greet everybody here. I greet one man. I greet my brother Enigmatic. I greet my brother Des. Dr. The Ed, you're that new guy, Ed. You got Jalikoko, engineer, Kulata, and other people where I don't remember their name. I don't get much to talk to do with the holiday for here for Japan. So my children would disturb me to talk many. So I will just say, get your PBC, vote your choice, vote your candidate. One man, thanks, peace, I'm out.
All right, brilliant. Peace and Ace out. So that's World Peace joining us from Japan. So thank you, World Peace. So as World Peace said, you should be buying your coffees. I was thinking, oh, should I be pushing this coffee so hard? But then when I see that the place is packed filled with millionaires, and I'm then thinking, why are people not even buying coffee? So from thinking, am I pushing it too hard? Now I'm thinking, what's going on? All these millionaires, where are their wallets? So open up and but don't go there and be derogatory. That's just the one thing that offends. If you're going to go there at all, then make sure you go there and go wild. So I'll go there and go wild as you listen to the dulcet tones of Mr. Ed. Mr. Ed, closing remarks.
Thank you, one man, and everybody. Thank you for your contribution today. I know it's not easy. 7 hours and still counting. Kind of went by like a breeze. That also shows that it's very enjoyable discussions, and I think today was quite civil and very engaging as always. So kudos to everyone that participated, in this discussion. So I would say everyone, get your PVC, and vote your choices, and as we move forward, let's keep our eyes open to check exactly information that's coming through. As the information comes through, let's be objective and analyze it. What we're trying to do is just find out exactly what is really going on, and what information's direction is telling us, and etc. So come 2023 in February, we'll find out exactly what happened. That will be our, I guess, the new let's say basis for future permutation. So it's interesting, period in Nigerian electoral history. So I guess we will see. Morma, maybe you take the topic of the. I think Buhari went to Gombe or Bauchi today to open up the oil drilling.
The groundbreaking, yes.
The ground, exactly. So maybe we'll take that up tomorrow or something. But we didn't get a chance to add that to the because I don't know exactly to what extent.
Well, we did actually discuss it in some. I think it was on Sunday when they told us that he will be going, and we because that was a story that Kulata sent in. But
all right,
yes, but we can still touch on it tomorrow.
Indeed.
You come and share your thoughts on it as well.
No, I'm trying to understand exactly what's going on there. Whether or not they are really having a drilling, or it's just like cosmetic, or is it?
No, they said they found like about 1 billion barrel of oil in that space. They've also found in Borno and Niger as well, and Bauchi as well. So that then it automatically pulls them into the oil. What is it called? That space that they give them 13%.
Exactly.
The derivatives. But what puzzled me is that they immediately go into that space even without starting to earn already. So I'm not quite sure if this is Boju Boju. I'm not quite sure what
Exactly.
to say because we are always dubious of these people because
Indeed.
they are so criminal, you know.
No, that's why I wanted to, like, maybe have a discussion to understand exactly what's really going on there. And because I was having this theory that maybe, hey, all this oil that's been missing all this time is being moved to like the north,
Look at that. All right.
Well, that's a little bit wild, though, but it'll be good to understand.
Yeah, it is wild somewhat. That will mean they've gone to bury it to dig it up again. Yeah, I think you need sleep. You're starting to get tired. Thank you, Mr. Ed, for your company. You've illuminated the space today with your witty repartee.
Yeah, I'm signing off, guys. And thank you for the show tonight, and everyone have a good day.
All right. Thank you. So in the absence of Ajande Koko, the final word goes to Uptown. So Uptown, you're feeling big shoes. Closing remarks.
Yeah, I mean, I'm feeling some real big shoes today. So I hope I'm able to. So yeah, one man, to correct you, I didn't just graduate. I graduated in 2018. What I did last year was my master's degree in data analytics. So I completed my master's last year. So I didn't just leave university last year. That's by the way. With the betting that this guy talked about, I'm not gonna bet yet, but I'm gonna bet, but not yet. So the data available to me does not suggest or confirms an Obi win yet. So until that happens, I'm gonna be the one to come and challenge Enigmatic here and then take that bet up. Yeah, let me chip in because while we were talking on my other device.
How can you have a bet without Jeopardy? So if you remove Jeopardy, then it's not a bet. Until you want to be sure before you bet. Look at this guy.
No. I mean, as far as the election has not taken place, it's a bet.
Right.
Yeah. All right. So while we were talking, I was on another device where Obi was on a live section with support groups, and then he mentioned what we are discussing on this platform today. But then he was telling the support groups that they should disregard the poll that just came out, and they should not regard the poll at all. I guess he was just trying to make sure that they don't, take the poll serious and then lose team. So he just told them to, because someone asked him about the poll, he said they should disregard any poll that is coming out. So that's by the way. But then I want to make one point before I leave. I exit for today, and that is a summary point on the conversation we had today, which was a really, really very, I think, what is one of the best sections we've ever had. Trust me, I really enjoyed every bit of it. But then I want to make a point, and it's on something Enigmatic said, on something he brought, a rhetoric he brought up, and I wanted to say that the reason why Southwest might be a battleground is not because of anything tribal or maybe it's a war between Igbo and Yorubas. No, I think it is because of the candidate that is representing Southwest. I think if Osinbajo was representing Southwest, Southwest can never be a battleground. Southwest will be assured and be in the pockets for Osinbajo. So I think if we change the situation and let's say that somebody like Orji Zokali is coming from southeast and Osinbajo is coming from the southwest, Southwest will be on the back for Osinbajo, whereas Southeast will be a big battleground because even almost half of Southeast will not want to vote for Orji Zokali. They might vote for Osinbajo. So what is happening now is just like a reverse of that kind of situation. You understand what I'm saying? Whereby in the Southwest, people that are 35 years and below they are not in tune with the personality called Tinubu. So it's not about tribe. It's just about they don't relate with him. It's far ahead of them. You know, they don't. The only thing they know about him is that they said one old man is a godfather in Lagos and all that. So all the thing they know about him is probably the worst part of his life. They probably don't know the best part of his life. So they don't really relate. So they call themselves Sorosoki generation, right? So they don't relate. So it's not about tribe or anything. I think it's about the personality. If they have put another personality, then maybe everybody would have just jumped on it based on it's our brother and it's our brother. So I think that's what is going on in that space. That's why Southwest, it's like kind of a battleground. It's not because of Yorubas don't want to support their own. No, I think it's about the personality called Tinubu. A lot of people think it's too old. A lot of people think it's too corrupt and all that. So I think that's what's playing out there. So yeah, that's my conclusion. Thank you, everybody. And I want to make a special shout out and special congratulations to Des. All the data available to me is proving that you will definitely cash out on that bet. And you say you're coming back to Nigeria. That means I will follow you, enjoy the money. So
look at that. It's coming soon. No, you can see he's already a rich man. So just leave your wallet at home when you are going to meet him.
Yeah. My wallet will definitely be at home. So I'll just book down some spots, in advance. Thank you, Enigmatic, too, for funding our New Year groove and all that. Thank you so much. So thank everybody. Thank you, one man. You've done it again. Peace out.
All right, brilliant. Thank you. So that's the young man from Lagos who insists that he graduated in 2018. So well done. An excellent, highly intelligent, superbly articulate, high functioning young person. Just exactly the sort of person that you want to be seen in conversations like this. So thank you for all that. A brilliant performance all the way through. And we started the session only to think I was just a thought away from abandoning the whole session, because I had pumped myself up to do article and give it a going, like we went hard at Peter Obi to go as hard. But then article bailed out at the last minute, and then I just fell flat. That look, this guy, just typical of this sort of element. But then, of course, we happened upon the polling, and then we've now had this brilliant session, just engaging all the way through. So there it is. If you're not already subscribed, then please do the right thing and make sure you've done that. Click on the bell notification button. We go for 9:45 p.m. UK time tomorrow. Firstly, because Tinubu is unlikely to turn up for tomorrow's interaction, so I'm not going to sweat myself on that. And secondly, I am doing what is it? I'm doing what is it called? Some church thing. They've sent me something that I'm taking Bible class tomorrow. So and that's usually around about the time. So I have to do that. So there is a life that goes on. You may all think, oh, this guy just lives on this space, and it may well seem that, and I probably do, but outside of this space, I do have a life. So life takes charge tomorrow. So I'll leave you here. To the super chatters, the coffee buyers, the people with the intentions who but have not yet gotten around to it. To one and all, say good night and peace.